Hey guys, J-Man here. Okay, very very impromptu danger room setup here. I'm supposed to normally do these every Sunday, but I've been tearing down my escape room. So yeah, lots going on. So I didn't have a chance to schedule these. But we're gonna be getting back on track in probably a couple weeks, and then it'll be more regular. But everyone's talking about Black Widow. I just came home. I thought let me just pop on real quick just to get things going with the danger room stuff. So I'm just waiting for Sean to arrive. Once we get Sean on here, we can get into this. We're going to be talking about Black Widow, and I think we're going to do our space review. So I just want to get everything set up here. So we're going to have Steve. How's it going, dude? Hey. You reviewed Black Widow. It sucked us. We're going to talk about it. We're definitely going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. Sean is already laughing. I don't know if he saw that comment of yours. Thank you so much for joining me on such short notice, man. Short notice. Okay, hold on. Let's get Sean's name down here. Let's get Steve's name. We're going to be doing my space technique on this one, guys. So and I'm going to explain how that works once we get everybody on here. So the Suscast, do you have a rating that you'd want to give out of like a 10 or something like that? Or if you want, you can listen to the way that I do my reviews, and then you can also give your thoughts as well. Sorry, I literally just got back. So this is kind of like last minute here. All right, let's bring in Steven. How's it going, Steve?
Well, it's okay. I saw Black Widow, so I don't want to say what my mood was afterwards, but
no, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Let's bring Sean in. Sean, what's going on, dude?
So, how are you?
Hey, we're good. I'm tired and sore. That's what was that movie? It was Amazon Women on the Moon, and there's a scene where they're doing the roast.
Yeah.
But it's like a guy's funeral and he's being roasted.
Yeah.
And the guys and they're like, it's like, could you say a couple of words about, Charlie? He's like, yeah, how about fat and cheap or short and
ugly and cheap.
Well, what's the line?
Ugly and cheap.
That's the best.
That movie's brilliant.
Can you say a couple of words about Charlie? Yeah, ugly and cheap. Hey, Anthony, what's going on? Thanks for dropping in at short notice danger room. I don't know if Greymalkin's going to come in. I just sent him a link. This was not planned. I was going to be at my escape room all day today, tearing stuff down. It's pretty not great.
I got a whole bunch of these, eh?
Where were they?
They're all over the place. Toys R Us, and also the collectibles place I go to. I have Spidey. I have all this in the packaging too. So I have Spidey,
Marvel, Binary,
Marvel.
They don't call her Warbird, but I call her Warbird.
I call her Binary. Hulk, yeah.
Oh yeah, she's got a bunch of names. He's cool. Magneto, and of course, some of them. This one doesn't have a swivel arm, but some of them do. If there's like an obvious wrist joint, then they have a swivel arm. Some of them don't. It's weird. And like Hulk can pick up guys because he has one hand that's like open.
Oh, cool.
So he can lift guys and stuff like raw. It's cool. They're neat.
I got Captain America.
I have Captain America in the packaging. I want to get like one I can open. Black Panther in the packaging with the blue.
I love that's that cool. Black Panther, man. Like Jack Kirby OG Black Panther.
It's cool. And Electro have the packaging as well. They don't have enough villains.
They're getting them. I just saw a bunch of Vision's not a villain, but I just saw a bunch more guys coming out. Yeah. Iceman, Vision. Who else did I see? If you go to Big Bad Toy Store, that'll show you everybody that.
I haven't seen in the wild any Daredevil anything. I know there's Elektra, Daredevil, and Bullseye, but I haven't seen any of them. So yeah,
those are really neat.
Daredevil looks like the Secret Wars Daredevil.
Yeah,
so, that's cool.
I really want Cyclops.
Yes,
for sure.
That was an exclusive, and now I think it's part of Wave 4 or something like that.
He'll be out. Yeah, I'll get all of those. I will just get all of them. I don't know if I want to open them or not. I mean,
I
the
bought
packaging
doubles to open them because I'm stupid like that. They are expensive, but I think they're wicked. I don't know.
They're
what to
super
say.
awesome.
They have you can't really see it on some of these. They have footholes, so some of these retro figures sometimes don't. These do, and what these are, people forget that they're for play sets.
Right.
They put foot pegs and you put them in, and I don't know if they're going to do something like that. Then if they have footholes, right? So yeah.
I'm going to probably say no.
I know, but I'd love them to. Come on, man. Baxter Building, freaking Daily Bugle, man. Some Quinjets perhaps.
Bleecker Street.
Lego just is releasing.
Lego does all that shit.
I know. Lego does everything.
Yeah,
they're awesome.
Their Sanctum Sanctorum was the dream. It's like,
I know.
Yeah, it's Lego, but you build it and it's a playset. It's a New York building.
Yeah,
it's a New York building, and it has a Sanctum Sanctorum in it, and all the rooms, and a winch to pull up Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And, oh my god! Like it's like just make that into just a playset.
I don't know why they didn't. It'd be awesome to have the Ghostbusters firehouse too.
Do you know who did? What was it? Playmobil.
Playmobil, yeah. And it's
cool. My god,
it's cool.
Steve, check out when you have some time. Check out Playmobil Ghostbusters, or Retro Blasting did a video on Playmobil's Ghostbusters thing. It's like actually mind-boggling. Like there's so many accessories, and like you get Janine and stuff, right? Like, and she's got her little office and everything.
That's awesome. Playmobil.
So Playmobil looks like, it looks like Playmobil. It's been the same forever. I don't know if you remember from being a kid or whatever, but like.
I also got one of these.
Oh, you always buy one of those.
I love them.
I know. You have so many.
It's a Bionic Man one. It's cool.
Oh, wow.
It's $6 million man. It's not Fisher Price. Kenner made their own. And they put their own licenses. So they had license to make Alien. They did that. Star Wars and Bionic Man, and so they just made reels for those for their own player. Yeah,
nice.
Man.
It's cool.
Yeah, $6 million man is awesome. I don't know when they're gonna ruin that as a remake, but
they'll ruin it. Don't worry.
So when are they gonna ruin this movie?
Before we continue, I got an email from one of our regulars at Games Day. He's like,
I already know. Yeah, I know.
So
he told me. So yeah, we're Sean and I both got our second. Hey, Arkham Gaming, what's going on? What are your thoughts on the Taskmaster? Oh, we're going to talk about my good friend Taskmaster. One positive, I'm going to say a positive about Taskmaster. I didn't buy the figure. I was going to, and I didn't buy it.
You're going to,
yeah.
I saved that one. Yeah, you want to talk about Black Widow? Yeah. Let's talk about Black Widow. Hold on a second. Let me go on Twitter. Hold on. I think I have Twitter on here. How's my sound and everything, guys? Am I okay? Because
you're really good actually compared to other recently.
How am I good today? Like I don't understand this.
I don't know. It's having a good cast.
Having a good day today.
Let me find Anthony because he wants to talk Black Widow stuff. Hold on. Let me find because I'm on his Twitter.
But
the good thing about Twitter is that I don't know anything and I don't know how to use it properly. So how do I
want to hear that T word?
I'll be sending out an email to J-Man in the next couple of days for next month, one day.
Keep in mind that I've got my vacation. We're going to talk. So I've got a Saturday, Sunday vacation. So it should be towards the end or in the beginning.
Either or. I'm good. I just want to know.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do, guys. The three of us are going to do our quick thing. Yeah. And then I'll bring everybody, and I'll just put a link in the chat because I can't find Anthony on here. Okay, hold on. Let me check and see if I can find Anthony on here. Okay, give me a second. Let's do our thing real quick, and then I'm going to bring everybody in
right now.
Let's do our space right now, and then I'll bring in everybody, and we can all go through it. It'll be interesting. Okay, so while we're doing this, guys, think about your own rating as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you want to do this? How do you want to do this? Do you want to legit try to do this like as just like we're watching a movie? And we don't care about anything, or do you want to try to do this as nerds?
I didn't go through all this experience to just do it as a nobody. My dad can do it as a nobody. I'm doing this from my experience.
Yeah, I'm doing it from my own
nerdiness.
thing. It's
Okay.
like,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, so let's go. Like story, 0. Okay, so the way it works is story, pacing, artistry, characters, overall enjoyment, space, SPACE. 0 means it was not good. 1 means it was okay. 2 means it was really good, which is to say a movie that gets 5 out of 10 is still okay, because that just means every aspect of the movie was okay. 5 out of 10 does not mean it's a bar fest. If it's below that, that's where you get into the movie isn't that good. Okay, so Black Widow storyline, Steve, what are you saying?
0.5.
Storyline 0.5. Okay, let's just do our points and then we'll discuss it. So Sean, what word are you saying?
0.5.
0.5. I'm gonna say 1. I think.
All right,
I'm giving it a good. I'm giving it in a good.
Fucking rip this shit apart.
But I'm definitely open to go lower. I'm definitely open to go lower on this one because there's a lot of wonky. Okay, well,
we'll get into it. It's
we'll
not a Taskmaster for me. It's something way deeper. But
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so let's break down the story then, and then we're gonna get everybody.
Well, are we not doing space first, and then we'll just get into it?
Okay. So, what about pacing then, Steve?
1.5.
All right, Sean.
1.
I'm gonna give it a 2. I thought it was awesome. Like it went by
Jesus
very fast.
Christ!
Yeah.
All right.
I was.
I know what I've already watched J-Man's review, so I know what his space will be.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like. It's weird because Rashmi, my wife, is literally saying I need to add a wild card category, which reduces points regardless of what space gives you. Which this would be the first movie to ever do that in the history in 10 years. Okay. So the artistry, Steve?
1.5.
1.5. Sean?
1.
I'm giving it a 2. I liked everything. It looked cool. Okay. Characters. Steve.
0.5.
Sean.
1.
I don't know. This is tough because Melina is nothing. She's an evil scumbag who like tortures animals, but we're supposed to believe that she's all cool at the end. Mm-hmm. She's psychotic and she helped create the Red Room and she brainwashed people and she's not brainwashed herself. So she's doing it from her own free will.
The mechanics of the brainwashing is my biggest right. Okay. I will get into that. I will rip this shit into a fucking shit NATO. Anyway, yeah. Okay,
I'm gonna give it 0.5 because Yelena, and I can't say the other way they say it. Look, I'm Croatian. Russian and Croatia, it's like the language is very similar. I can't even pronounce it the wrong way. Like she made a big point of saying Budapest to say Budapest, but it's Yelena. The way that name is pronounced is Yelena. I literally know Yelenas. Like in my little Croatian neighborhood that we grew up in. It's Yelena. I thought Yelena was friggin' 10 out of 10. She's one of my favorite MCU characters. I absolutely loved her. I pre-ordered the statue. I love her. Florence Pugh is the best. I'm going to rewatch now that Fighting with My Family again, Steve. Thanks for showing me that.
You're welcome.
She's just the best.
Awesome.
I'm giving it 0.5 for her. And I do like Natasha. She was good in this one as well. The two of them were good. I think that was the stronger points. Okay. The overall enjoyment, Steve, what was your enjoyment?
0.5.
0.5. Sean?
1.
I'm going to give it a 1. So that's 4, 5, 6, 6.5 for me. Sean is 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 4.
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
1, 2, and I'm 3. Also 4.5.
Okay.
Story is 0.5. Yeah. It's in the danger zone, so.
Wow. Wait, I had you as 0.5. Wait, I had you as 0.5, 1, 1, 1.5.
Where'd you get 1.5 from?
No. He had you as 0.5. I was counting along too. Jason's right. It's 4.
It's 4, son.
Story, 0.5.
Oh, wait. No. Everything is 1 except story for Sean.
Yeah, 4.5.
Sorry.
So it's 0.5. It's 4.5.
It's 4.5, and you're at 3,
4.5.
4. Yeah, you're at 4.5. Okay, I mixed you guys up. That's what happened.
Okay, no
Steve, what
worries.
was your enjoyment?
F6,
0.5?
man.
0.5.
Because I had Steve, I had Sean written down first, and that but I did it in that order.
Yeah, that's all good.
No, 4.5. Interesting. This is exciting
For both of us.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, we're going to be the real.
I'll be a better taskmaster than what we got. But let me point out before I forget, because this might get lost in the fray. You might say what you will about Loki. They adapted the Z-list character Alioth more accurately from Marvel Comics than Black Widow depicted freaking Taskmaster. It's like that is Alioth from the comics. That's from Marvel. That's from Avengers. What was it called? Avengers the Matrix Imperative or something like that in like the early 90s. That is the character. You can say what you want about Loki. they adapted that character. This movie couldn't even do Taskmaster. Anyway.
Okay. Let's get rid of the stuff. Let's just get rid of the stuff that we thought was cool. Look, it looked pretty cool. The action. Did we all like the action? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I thought it was well balanced. Like a couple of action scenes, a little bit of story, character stuff, back to some of the action scenes. I could see the fights.
I really felt the drama bullshit when it happened. Like you could listen, we've been around the block a million times, even outside of Marvel, where it's like, you have these big action scenes. The action sequences are well done, and there's a lot of good big ones. But then they get into like family. Oh, why did you abandon us? Oh, because my dad pissed on my hands and stuff. It's like. I don't like, sure. It's just a bunch of like formulaic, like, here's a picture. Oh, and like Black Widow's dead. I don't care about her freaking character development. Who gives a shit?
So let me interject.
Go ahead.
Let me interject. That was the interesting part of the movie for me. These guys who are posing as this family, like, what do they mean to each other? I find that actually interesting. I find it weird that Russian sleeper cells, like, how do they exist? Like, you pretend to be a family, you're taking pictures all on the same day, like Christmas, summer vacation, and all that. That's pretty messed up. My favorite part in the entire movie was when they were sitting around the dinner table and trying to figure out what they meant to each other.
Trying to be a family, yeah.
That was interesting to me, right?
Yeah, so my biggest problem, the reason why I gave story a 0.5 was all of the stupid mind wipe technology in the movie. It's the underpinning point of the film, and it doesn't make any sense to me. Because, okay, so for Winter Soldier, what has to happen is, because Winter Soldier is Bucky Barnes, he's a fully grown man with his own thoughts and his own feelings about things and belief system, you have to interfile your own, what you want him to do through code words. He's the mentoring candidate. So that makes sense, I said that in my thing, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
You're kidnapping children. I would think that what you're doing is indoctrinating them with your belief system, so they believe now what they're fighting for and what they're fighting against. I wouldn't think that what you're doing is doing some bullshit sci-fi magic bullshit to just brain wipe them, like mind control them completely. When Fugue gets that red stuff and then she's like, oh, what's going on? That's when I checked. That's when I was like, oh shit! Please don't tell me that all the Black Widows all the Red Room people are just people that were just magically mind wiped, and now that I think they'll call her White Widow and the thing, but like Black Widow's sister. Now that she's taken on this gas, she's normal, but she was kidnapped when she was a child, so all of her formative years were taken up as her being the mind control person. So how does she now have a personality and everything? It does not make any sense. Now she's a Marvel cracking like, oh, you do these poses. That's all wonderful, but like, why? How the fuck did this happen? I would think that when you kidnap the kids, you're doing that. I don't know why they're girls. I don't know if they explained why that would be, but like, you kidnap the kids because what you're going to do is you're going to you're going to inject your ideologies and stuff and then train them, and then all they know now is the life of an assassin, and all they know is your belief system. Not you kidnap these kids, train them, and also mind control them with a magic bullshit mind control gas that now makes them do what they're told. Why wouldn't you just get actual soldiers who are already trained and put the gas into them, and you're done? I don't understand.
Oh,
then later
man.
on, they're like, there's other stupid shit. So Taskmaster, now we could get into how they ruined the character, but like the mechanics of Taskmaster is the girl gets destroyed in that explosion. They put a chip in her. I guess the chip healed her, but also what the chip does, the chip is where the ability comes from.
Yes, I got you, Sean. I got you.
But let me just see my point here.
Give it to everybody. Give that chip to all.
Yeah, give that to anybody. It's not unique anymore. It's not a photographic memory anymore. You just give that to anyone, so that's not unique. It's just an ability you just gave her, and she has it, right? Then later on, they introduce a whole other stupid, contrived nonsense technology where Ray Winstone is like, you can't hurt me because pheromones or something. I was like, fair. I would think that it would be in the programming of the bullshit mind control gas. But it's like, no, contrived up pheromone bullshit. It's like, I don't. Who the fuck wrote this? I don't understand. None of it makes sense. And the whole business of all those women were mind controlled for 20 years from childhood through their teenhood, all through their formative years, and now are just normal people with like fully formed personalities is fucking horse shit. And I don't know why this movie wouldn't be about they take the kids, they indoctrinate them, and then they have to reprogram them. There's still going to be Black Widows. It's too convenient and contrived. It's utter fucking fuck-ass nonsense. And the whole story is this. It's fucking stupid. Wow. And then they do all this so they can have a bullshit thing at the end where Ray Winstone's like, if I press this button, doomsday and shit, comic book nonsense. And she's like, oh boy, I gotta like stop this. And it's like, then this thing has turned to hell. It's turned into convenient nonsense. So fuck this movie. So anyway, that's my
add on to Sean, because he forgot this point. How did Black Widow break her programming? She didn't have.
Brainwash. She was brainwashed normally.
That's my other thing. How is Black Widow then? But the thing is that her sister is younger. I don't understand. They're both taken in at the same time. So she's brainwashed normally. Now she's Black Widow, the hero of the Avengers, and the other ones are brainwashed by brainwash nonsense. I don't. How that works?
Firstly, I'm going to 0.5 on the story because you pointed out like a lot of good stuff there. I told you I could be convinced. I need points. Yeah. First of all, I don't know how long you just talked for, like 35 minutes.
You've been mute all this time.
By the way, hi Anthony. How is Anthony doing today?
I mean, to me, the story was. The story was like it is what it is to me. It's not like. I don't know what to say. Like,
I know
to me,
nobody can say anything after that.
Like it's a 6 out of 10 movie.
I'll say 6 out of 10. Yeah, I'll go.
How do you follow that, Anthony? Like
the problem is that nobody can.
Because I like the action and there's some good parts in it. I was like, okay,
so
I understand. But Taskmaster, no, Taskmaster is what it is. But like Loki, I rewatched before Black Widow. I rewatched the Avengers and then Loki. Literally name drop. Who's the guy that run the Red Room again?
Nobody knows his name
or whatever, or Dreykov.
Yeah, like he Loki name dropped Dreykov as like you kill his daughter, didn't you? And then she like in the first Avenger movie she paused and she didn't say anything to Loki. And
go ahead. Sorry.
I did not say the movie was a 10 out of 10, bro.
Oh God, no.
No.
That's okay. Truth, it's okay. Listen, Sean's a good talker.
Yeah.
And the thing is that like he convinced me too.
The streams up at no.
Because like I gotta tell you, well, hold on. Right. This all fell apart.
6 out of 10 movie.
Yeah, this all fell apart. this all fell apart in the end for me.
Yeah.
Because we watch this while we're eating dinner, right? So we're eating dinner, and then we pause to kind of clean up.
$30?
No, you
Maybe.
Maybe I did, Anthony. You don't know that. You know how I watched
I'm
it.
gonna go to the movie theaters.
No, yeah. So, anyways, so we're eating dinner and watching it, and then we always pause, like to kind of clean up or whatever, and then sit back on the couch properly and watch, right? So, anyways, like we pause at like an hour and 20 minutes. I'm like, this movie's fucking awesome, man. This is 10 out of 10. It's one of my favorite Marvel movies. It's like killer action, and then all of a sudden, the last like half an hour, it's like everything fell apart. It's like, wait a minute, like the pheromone thing. I was like, that's weird.
Yeah, where's this coming from?
Where's that coming from? Hey, Arkham. I'm like, where's that coming from?
Shit.
That was weird. And then it was like, it's just one thing after another. I'm like, whoa, I was willing to accept the bullshit mind control. I think, here's what I think. I could be wrong. I was thinking that Yelena was not mind controlled till later. I think what happened was she grew up normally just like Natasha.
Yeah.
And then somewhere along the line she possibly started to rebel, or she saw that Natasha went to the Avengers and she's like, I don't want to do this anymore. And then they gave her the gas. Now this was not explained in the movie. This is me making up my own thing.
Yeah.
You have to because she was able to have a personality afterwards. But I think Sean, you nailed it, and I did not think of this too. It's like there's too many fake things going on. It's like, everyone's mind control. Well, if you're stealing children, it's very easy to steal children and make them believe in your cause, and that works better. The whole point, and it's like, and if you have mind altering drugs, why don't you just kidnap a bunch of super strong men or women, right? And just mind control them. Like, it'd be way easier. Like, why even bother training them? Right? Just get people who are already trained and brainwash them. And then the other thing is, Taskmaster. As soon as they ruin that character, this always
but
happens.
they never call him Taskmaster in the movie.
Yes, they did.
That's what people need to understand.
No, they did. Yes, they did.
When they do that, G-Man, because I missed
Taskmaster prerogative is what they said.
Taskmaster whatsoever.
They did. The Taskmaster prerogative.
It had to shield. It had the character had to shield.
Yeah, but that's one name drop. Like,
it was Taskmaster. It's called Antonia. The character's name is Tony Masters. They literally hated a woman. There's no argument. There's
no argument. And also, I have the 12-inch figure. It's called Taskmaster.
The real Taskmaster later. They could bring the real one later.
But
I don't care about later.
I care about just that. They said, copies of skills, blah blah blah.
But it's like a prequel to the Civil War.
No, don't give these guys a pass anymore.
Now, hold on a second. Now, I want to say something. Look, they took he's called Taskmaster. The figures and all memorabilia, and I've seen it all, and I own the larger DP statue. It's all called Taskmaster. In the credits, it says Antonia Taskmaster. His name is Anthony Masters. They called her Antonia. But here's the problem. That movie could have worked just as easily if you called him like the Red Cyborg. Like, you could just be like, there's
something else.
Something else. There's this evil creature thing, and what is it? And it's her, but she has cybernetic parts to her. That's it. Why call it Taskmaster? Like, you just ruined a character for no reason.
It's the 90s. It's the 90s thought mentality of just, we'll use something from the comics. No one will really care. They'll be delighted that we're using like a name or something from the comics. No, but it's still a character.
I am not no Kevin Feige son, bro.
I don't think he is.
And I'm losing a lot of faith very quickly. I'm like, it's all of a sudden Endgame starts to become very prophetic. It's like, this literally is
the last MCU movie. It's the last MCU blockbuster, yeah.
All of these things that are coming out, it's like, I'm like, and Black Widow, I'm not gonna lie. Look, the first hour 20, you watch my video review, I was like, this is 8 out of 10. This is like 8.5 out of 10. I was dying over, man. I was loving it. And then it was just like systematically, it's like, this is stupid. It's like, why? And you know what happened? Remember the rule, the MCU rule? No men can beat up women. And when I'm watching this, when Taskmaster came in and kicked the crap out of Black Widow, I was like, they broke their rule. Oh, no, they didn't break
Don't
their
worry.
rule. Don't worry. They didn't break it. it's a woman in there. And you know what? I don't know if you guys know who Olga Kurylenko is, but I've seen a lot of her movies.
Yeah.
I followed her career for a while. I think she's super attractive. I liked her in James Bond, even though they played down her looks, but she still looked good. That is not her in that costume.
No, it's
effing
totally
way.
a stunt man.
It's so bad.
Yeah, it's a
It is-
stunt. I know. Yeah,
man.
that's what I say. It was a stunt double. Even the stunt double posts a picture of it.
Yeah,
Today.
and they didn't even make it look like a female. It's so bad. So literally, they're like, we have 4,000 strong females in this movie. Well, let's get 4,001. Let's make Taskmaster a strong woman because there's not enough of them in this movie.
But J-Man, I'm gonna argue against it as a strong woman because strong women characters don't need to demote the men in order to be strong women. That's what I'm going to come back to. With that.
No,
like,
but
I don't like gender swapping. Like
it's insecurity. Yeah. It's insecurity. All of the men in this movie are either heartless bastards or complete goofs.
Goofs. Yep.
Right? Even the guy who helps him until the last scene, he gave her generous. She's like, kicked out after 6 hours. I'm like, is any man competent in this movie?
No.
So your women aren't going to be as strong if you
she's gone. She was going to be in Infinity War after that's what.
I mean, yeah, like
Disney.
That's what
you
she
done
needs the
fucked
jet
it
for
up.
because she's going to fight Thanos at the end of the movie.
Yeah, it's just you keep demoting the male characters. You don't have strong female characters anymore. Your men are mediocre. Your girls are good. Like they're not great.
One of my favorite characters, Taskmaster.
I know they ruined it.
Taskmaster
I was going to say too that I think Marvel underestimated the media presence of Taskmaster because it's what it. Listen, I'm in my 40s, so it's great to see young people upset that like Taskmaster was ruined here because I thought no one cared about
Taskmaster's one of the coolest characters.
Yeah, he's in video games, he's in cartoons, he's all over the place.
He's like Marvel.
I really didn't care about Taskmaster.
Unlike other mass characters in Marvel, he is one guy. He's not like a bunch of. It's not like Titanium Man or freaking Crimson Dynamo, right?
Which they mentioned.
So
Crimson
there
Dynamo.
is a personality and a character to this to Taskmaster, and they basically Deadpooled him. It's like it's Deadpool from freaking Wolverine Origins.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that. I would.
Oh, I would.
I haven't even seen the movie. I got spoiled from it.
I would not call it.
And I still call it
Origins.
bullshit what they did to him.
No, it's bullshit. Look, there's no excuse. This is not a debate. There's
I mean, I would say you look like a rip of a Power Ranger. His whole outfit, yes.
No,
he does.
No,
he does. But
yes, he does.
Taskmaster.
He does retain some elements.
I mean, I kind of like the outfit. It's just
it looked like a rip off of like Power Ranger.
See, we're all gonna say he. We can't help but say
well,
he.
in the movie, they say he.
Care.
In the movie, like Yelena says him or at one point. So like they're not even being clever with the switch up. It's like they want you to believe that.
Yeah. It's not good, man. It's not
like Taskmaster is one of those characters that you should not fuck up.
He's a great.
It's like after watching this movie. Like after watching this movie, I'm kind of worried about the future of the MCU because, like to be honest, I'm not really excited for anything MCU is doing. Not just because Black Widow, but like they have no A-lister characters.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. You are 100% right.
I am excited for Eternals only because I'm one of like 4 people on Earth that
like the one thing I'll give credit to DC. One thing I'll give credit to DC is. They have Batman. Batman's an A-lister character.
Superman.
What does Marvel have? They got rid of Iron Man. They got to get rid of Captain America.
Yeah.
Why should I
also Harley Quinn's an A-list character now?
Yeah.
Harley Quinn's been leveled up.
Like I'm just saying, why should I?
Shazam too, because
their slate is not like Marvel's slate is not very interested as much in Phase 4 than it was in Phase 3.
For sure.
And if they're also going to keep relying on lazy writing and keep like alienating the audience, you're gone. You're done. It doesn't matter who you throw up on the screen now because when you start ruining characters and interesting characters like Taskmaster,
to be honest, Black Widow made 225.
It's going to make money. Yeah, it's how many can they coast on that? Because like Captain Marvel made coin too, but I don't know. Like unless you're J-Man, I don't know one person that really actually loves that movie.
I don't love that movie.
It made over $1 billion.
He should have played Taskmaster. I brought up Twitter. He should play Taskmaster.
That'd be cool.
I mean, on Twitter, a lot of people like Black Widow.
Right, but here's the thing. But so my wife doesn't know anything about
all the YouTube reviews I saw today too.
Yeah, but Anthony, there are a lot of simps for MCU. Look at Rotten Tomatoes. Even the garbage MCU movies.
I don't talk about Rotten Tomato to me like a long time ago.
Yeah,
I gave the movie 4.5. I can see how someone could give it a 6. It's got cool action scenes and stuff. And if you don't know anything about these characters, then
that's what I'm saying. It's not the perfect MCU movie.
It builds together and it's fine. But if you do, and if you think about for a second all the weird brainwash mechanics, then you're screwed, right?
Yeah, I don't think people. There's two ways to look at this. If you're just watching a movie, it's very exciting. It's fun. There's a lot of fights. It looks cool.
Yeah.
You know, I like the costumes. Yelena's cool. I like the sisters. They're both good. They fight Taskmaster, who looks cool. They fight. That's cool. Okay, but the problem is if you start to analyze it or even think a little bit, it's like it starts to fall apart in the conclusion because it doesn't conclude anything. Melina is now a good guy, but she tortured animals, created the mind control drug. How is she good at the end? It's like, number two, it's like, where did those girls go? We freed the Black Widows. Then they just left. The entire thing collapsed. Where were they? They were in that.
They work at McDonald's.
No. I think
they'll work for Sword. Wait a minute.
Fake mom is gonna trade them or something, probably like train them.
But it doesn't matter what's gonna happen outside the movie.
What would you do with them? What would you do with them in the future?
This is a prequel. That's the thing. Like, I don't understand. The post-credit scene at the end with Hawkeye and stuff, I understand that. But like, this movie is a prequel, so I don't know how like those things are gonna make sense.
Well, they filmed that afterwards.
Make sense.
The only thing that makes sense in the movie is where Valentine came in and said, "I got a mission for you. You're gonna Clint kill your sister."
But again,
which he didn't.
Sorry, Anthony, that didn't make sense to me either. Like, how did she find that out? Like Hawkeye, did he come back from there and put it on the internet? Oh, by the way, Black Widow died on this whole thing, and this is how it happened. Like,
was she on that planet with Red Skull? Like, no, she wasn't. Yeah,
Red Skull. Like, did Red Skull?
Well, there's a lot of convenience like that. It's like Yelena makes fun of the meta thing of her posing. It's like,
everybody know about Thanos, and I think every like character or people that's in the.
But it kind of doesn't make any sense how she would know. It would only be between Natasha and Clint.
No,
like
only
Clint would know. Like,
let me check.
Unless there's a mole in the Avengers, and then everyone in that room when they come back knows about it. But that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check doesn'tmakesense.com. Hold on. Yep, that's listed. Yep, that scene is listed on doesn'tmakesense.com.
Listen, once the Hawkeye series come out in December with the Book of Boba Fett, I gotta see what they do with this.
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
I don't think what they set up at the end of Black Widow is gonna really factor into the Hawkeye show much.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, now we can confirm that.
And to be honest, like with the Black Widow movie, like we should have got. I understand there were problems. Like this is before. I think it's after or before Civil War. But I feel like we should have gotten this like before. Like I don't think people were asking for a movie for Black Widow anyway.
No, they were. That's why they made this.
There's a whole movement for this.
She made a movie.
But the problem was she died, and it's like, okay, after that, it's like, well, I don't want this anymore.
Yeah, like,
and then
there's no point, really, because, like, they should have given it to her, like, before she died, and I feel like it would have such a more impact.
Well, Kevin Feige couldn't release the movie because he almost
I know, Anthony. I know. I'm just saying it doesn't have such a big impact anymore when you're watching it now.
Yeah. This movie has no impact. It has no impact.
Is there even going to be a sequel?
No. I don't think so.
Because
the director say who knows at this point. I mean, yes, it made a lot of money in the box office. Yes, it made like 60 million people bought Black Widow on the premiere thing. So who knows?
I mean,
you know what? In Phase 2, they should have released a Black Widow movie about Budapest.
Couldn't, because Jeff Loeb used to run Marvel at the time. That's the reason why he threatened to leave in 2015 because he didn't let Kevin Feige produce female movies at the time.
We know that whole story. I mean, that's why we're getting more female content now, and not
that's the reason because of
they
Jeff
killed
Lowe.
Black Widow.
Yeah, I'm just saying it doesn't have much of impact now.
No, that's the facts. That's the facts, Arkham. That's a fact. It doesn't have impact. That's not
no, it has no impact.
Like because she's dead. It's over.
Yeah.
Like what's the point of
It's over, Johnny.
It's
Yeah.
over.
I
It's
do
never
think,
over.
I do think she probably got one contract left, and then Marvel's like, we just give you a movie, and there's your contract. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty much what happened.
Yeah,
probably got one contract, and that's it.
But this is what happens when you do that. Like you get like you had to really build impact, and there was nothing. It was zero. I
think they were just doing it just to because it was the end of her contract. Here's a movie, put out there, that done.
Yeah.
Hey Jo, what's going on, man?
Hey, how y'all doing?
I'm doing good. Did you see Black Widow?
Nah, man. I think I stated before I said I wasn't gonna watch because it was too late, and she's dead. That was my main. Exactly. Even my sister, I asked her if she wanted to watch. She said no because she's dead and should have been at a Black Widow movie. I was like, yeah.
But the thing is that her story finished from Iron Man 2 to Endgame. That's it.
Yeah.
This is really introduced. This is to introduce Yelena, who's going to take over.
Yes.
That's the point of this movie.
Pretty much.
But I honestly loved her in this. I thought she was awesome.
I like how she make fun of her sister doing.
I think that was great too.
The MCU wisecracking bullshit was great.
Yeah. Sean, you're so mean.
That's all she is. It's it's awesome. Maybe it's funny, but come on, it's your typical MCU meta stuff. Look, you pose like this. You saw her fight for a second just now. How would you know this?
No, but it's kind of makes sense. I mean, for my thought,
meta wise, it's funny.
Every time Black Widow do her pose,
I gotta get back on that.
I always why do you always do this?
I mean, it was a very meta thing. It was just the writer obviously figured that out and gave it to Yelena to say. It didn't necessarily make sense, but whatever.
She felt disgusting. I get. To me, I get it. Why? Yes. If she doing that pose, I'm like, every movie she always do the same pose. I was like, hey, thank you for making fun of that.
Yeah, no, it's fun to make fun of it. I'm just saying that's all. That's mostly what her character was, just pointing shit out and fucking.
She had a relationship with
stuff.
She wasn't.
She had to be with her family.
She called her sister like a bitch in every sentence, which it was funny too.
Yeah, I'm not complaining. I'll watch more of her. I'm just saying it's the MCU formula of character. It's wisecrack here.
She had emotions with the family. Yeah, it was real to me and all that. That was cool.
And the fake family thing, I was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
I liked that part. I think
Bye Miss American Pie thing.
Yeah, that was good. No way, there's some good stuff. The story, the depiction of Taskmaster, the villains are weak in general. Actually,
don't get on this shit.
The villains are weak in general, right? Because the old man, Stevenson or whatever, can't do anything. Is it Winston? Is it Ray Winston or it was Ray Winston?
Winstone.
Right? I would say Winstone, yeah.
Whatever.
Flintstone.
Draco Malfoy. Draco
bum ass.
Whatever his name is, Draconian. He can't do anything.
He definitely not.
Make an Ultron show? Yeah. Okay, so he's an absolute terrible villain because he's not really formidable. So the only formidable villain that actually matters is Taskmaster, and then that's ruined because we're supposed to feel bad for her. Why? She killed 1 million people, and it's like she's not herself anyways. It's like, here's the other thing. They forgot. You know what scene they forgot to film? They forgot to film the scene where she's a little girl playing with other kids, and she's a happy, nice little girl that gets blown up, and then we're supposed to feel bad for her. But they didn't do that. You know why? Because if they showed that scene, it would take away from Natasha. We would think she was cruel for killing that kid. But for me to have any emotional attachment to that Antonia girl, for her to be redeemed, would mean I'd have to know who she was before she became this. Maybe she was a bratty, spoiled little kid who kicked other girls in the face at school, right? I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't feel bad
she's
for
still
her.
a kid. It's just Yeah, they're just playing off of like she's a kid and what's her face Black Widow is like, oh, I thought I killed her, and it's like, oh, I didn't kill her, but she's disfigured, and I don't understand this character. It's like she's herself or not herself, and she has a chip, and I don't
she
know.
still looked fine anyways.
She still looked like one half of her face. I'm like, I thought the building got blown up, but apparently she was like turned in the perfect direction when it happened.
That was like Dr. Loomis in Halloween 2.
Yeah.
Or
this movie's nonsense.
Or Two-Face in
movie's freaking nonsense.
Hey
Batman
guys, I
Forever.
want to ask y'all all a question right quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I know you guys watched Black Widow, and I got the results. And
Not
stuff.
me. I just got spoiled.
Yeah. So going forward, what do you guys think the MCU is going to look like?
Trash.
Like, trash. I thought. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
If it's I'll say this: if it's trash, then you can say the same shit for DC too.
But at least, like, this is my observer. What if you look at the slate of MCU and DC? At least there's some good stuff that are exciting with.
Not
DC,
watching
like,
a garbage trash movie.
I don't give a shit what you say, Anthony. Shut the fuck up. but like with Marvel, there's no you want a movie that brings you out of the house and watch.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go to see that day one. What Marvel movie is there that's going to bring you out the first day to see that movie?
Oh,
I think the marketing is kind of BS for Shang-Chi and Eternals. Like Shang-Chi, I heard it's a tournament movie. Well, then tell me that, and I'm gonna come out and see it. It's like
I like Shang-Chi in the comics. He's Bruce Lee. He fucked up people and shit like that.
Yeah.
I like Shang-Chi.
There's not a movie that's going to say I should
Spider-Man.
I should see this movie day one. The day it comes out, there's not one Marvel.
No, you're right.
With the Batman, people are going to see that day one.
No, Arkham is correct. Look, guys, Arkham is correct. I've said this before. You start getting rid of the A-list characters. Who are you basing these movies on? See, okay, look, Ben Affleck. People like Ben Affleck, but okay, if it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. But don't get rid of Batman. Cast someone else. Everyone, I think everyone I've spoken to, including even us, we all want Henry Cavill for a Superman movie. Now, if it doesn't happen,
Warner Brothers hate him, so
right, that's fine. So if it doesn't happen, we still want a Superman movie, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is that we've killed, like, Captain America's old and gone. Iron Man is dead. Hawkeye's about to pass the torch over. Black Widow is dead. It's like Hulk sucks now. I don't like Smart Hulk. Right? Thor is like
I will blame that on Universal and the Russo brothers.
Nobody wants fat Thor, right? Nobody wants.
They're not giving time to these new characters. They're not letting us get used to them while giving a good ending to these.
I think
old
what they
characters
should have done is I don't mind B and C list characters, but you always should have the A list characters front and center.
I know. The thing is, and I'm directing this to everybody, including you, J-Man. It's like no one thought that Phase 1, you were there. No one thought Phase 1 would work either, because guess what? I mean, I know some of you have grown up with these characters.
No, that's true.
They were not. It's like Iron Man had nothing. He had a 90s cartoon and a 60s cartoon that everyone forgot. Captain America, everyone laughed at. Thor, everyone laughed at. And they came out and they weren't A-list and they made them A-list characters. Can that happen again with Shang-Chi? And I couldn't get through that with straight face. Shang-Chi and Eternals and all these. It could perhaps with the cachet they have. Listen, Captain Marvel isn't a great movie. It made $1 billion only off of the strength of the Marvel brand.
But the marketing for that movie was smart too.
She doesn't have powers. She sucks. Yeah. It's gonna make $1 billion.
Yeah,
so I don't know.
I think the reason why the reason why I saw the Marvel movies is mainly because of Iron Man. Iron Man, I really like that character with Marvel and with Captain America. And now they're gone. What's the point of me seeing them? Seeing it if it's not going to have those A-list characters that everyone likes.
So let me address.
They should have done what they did with Falcon and building him up over the phases and then giving him the shield.
Yeah, so Falcon might
build him up.
Yeah,
but
He's getting a Captain America movie.
Yeah,
it's too fast. It's too fast. I know it's been 10 years, but that is fast. It's like, if you're going to get rid of someone, if there's not going to be Iron Man anymore, we needed to have his replacement ready to go by the time he was gone.
Like,
and
I assumed it was going to be his daughter or something like that. Like,
yeah, well, she's too young, and Riri is a garbage character that nobody likes.
I think they're doing her. I feel like they're gonna do her too.
Yeah, she's awful.
I hate Riri.
I read her first comment.
Delete her as a character.
Awful. She was
she's
terrible.
Garbage. Look, I'm black, and I can tell you she's garbage.
Oh, it has something to do with fine. It has something to do with race. Unlike everybody in Hollywood who is racist, I'm actually not. I'm judging it by she's a bratty kid who's smarter than Tony Stark. I hate that.
How is she smarter than Tony Stark?
Because the comic says she is, right? That's how stupid it is.
Miles Morales was done good. They should have just.
I agree with that. Miles Morales learned. See, Miles Morales. Why? I'll tell you why people like Miles Morales. They like him because he learned from the other Spider-Mans, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't just the best.
And that's the reason why Toby's gonna die.
You know, he learned and he stopped, right? He couldn't do stuff, and then the regular Peter Parker came in and was showing him stuff. Sort of Miles Morales works on that level, but I never liked Miles when he was in the Ultimates universe. I never read the Ultimates universe.
Ultimate sucks.
No, the comics. I read.
I'm talking about the comic books.
Yeah.
No. The Ultimates, where Miles Morales appeared in the Ultimates comic. I didn't like Miles Morales until I saw the Into the Spider-Verse movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the first time where I thought he was okay.
That
because
is crazy.
Yeah, before that I wasn't into
You're
it.
the first person I ever heard that.
But the thing is that the common denominator of making Iron Man and Captain America and the Avengers movie, which was the best of the Phase 1, I think,
due to Joss Whedon,
was great writing. And Falcon and Winter Soldier, garbage writing.
That was
Loki,
awful.
so far dull as shit.
Yeah, it's dull.
Black Widow.
Bro, Loki's not garbage.
It's dull.
Loki was slow at the beginning.
The guy who wrote Black Widow was so lazy, he wrote it in bed. Okay, that's how lazy he was. Okay, these three things.
But anyway,
these three things.
It's a woman, Steve.
All were not well written. So yes,
WandaVision was.
Theory make these guys good, but I'm telling you, if this continues on the same vein, they're not going to do it. They're not going to make Shang-Chi the next, Iron Man. They're not going to make the Eternals the next Guardians. They're not going to do any of this shit. They're just going to be like, I'm watching.
I think you guys will be surprised. Like, if Shang-Chi makes a bunch of money, and then I think Eternals will be the.
I won't be surprised if Shang-Chi makes a bunch of money.
Swallow for a lot of people.
But I don't know about Shang-Chi because it's banned in China. Because they didn't film in China.
That is true. Well, but the other thing to remember is
without China, it's not making a lot of money.
COVID. So COVID, a lot of theaters were shut down for a while. COVID. So people will go back and see stuff in the theater they normally wouldn't see to go through the theater experience, to meet it back up with their buddies and watch something. That's why Black Widow making a ton of money doesn't mean anything to me. Because right now, at this point, I go see a rom-com in the theater just to have the experience again.
you missed it.
Yeah,
Watch Fast and the Furious instead of
he said
Black Widow.
Loki's a garbage show. Yes.
Sean didn't say that. Steve was saying that.
Oh, Steve say that. My bad. Steve.
And I'm in between. Well, I don't know. We have to. We're gonna wait. But look.
No, I told Steve earlier. It's like I still can't.
There's no debate.
I feel like there's a big bullshit twist coming. So it's like anything you think, if you think that, you hate this love thing, it's like, I don't think that's real. I think that they're both playing each other. Yeah. If that's the case, listen, it's one of those things where I have to see the end of the story to then tell you, okay, I hate this whole thing, or this whole thing was awesome. I told Steve earlier, it's like if Kang comes out and is like, I am the guy who made this specifically
I don't think it's Kang.
And he takes off his mask and it's the dude that they hired and it's like, tune in for the next few movies and then or something like that. I'll be like, this is awesome.
Sean, are you finished?
Stop it.
I'm about this fantasy.
I'll tell you something.
Not happening. Kang.
There's no way. This was going to happen, Loki.
Well, then what's the point of this show?
It's going to be a variant of a Loki that make it past through everything, and he's the one.
Why are all the alternates Loki? Like, why are there not alternates of like Hulk and Captain America? Like, what's the point of this? I don't understand.
The writing is ass. Like the problem is that there's no reason for me to have any confidence in these guys. There's just no reason. There's no reason. And right now, last episode, like, can they salvage it? I don't know.
I mean, last episode was great.
In all honesty, next stream, I look forward to your rant. In fact, J-Man, I want you to spotlight Sean when he goes on his rant about how Loki shit the bed on the last episode.
Okay, look. Okay, let me explain something about Loki. Maybe it all fixes itself in the end. That's possible. But here's the thing: watching it throughout,
how Loki is trash.
I'll explain it to you. Here's what happens: Loki, Tom Hiddleston, literally is the person we're watching this for. He's the draw. We like the character. The character gets beat up all the time. Everyone can beat him up. He can't beat anyone up, though. Female Loki comes in and she's better than all of the male Loki. All the male Loki together can't do this stuff, but she can.
Right? Because she was doing this since she was a kid.
Right. And it's like, so she can do all this stuff. Where's the other female Loki? Like, if there's so many Lokis, where's the other female ones, right? Okay, now maybe that gets fixed in the end, but it doesn't matter. Tom Hiddleston just gets beat up. Tom Hiddleston got beat up by Hulk and then got back up and was okay later. Like, he could go toe-to-toe with, like, the gods, right? He's, like, fighting frost giants. Why is he now so garbage against the TVA? The TVA could beat up Loki. This is awful. So he just gets beat up, and then he gets kicked in the nuts a bunch of times. This is not funny. It's like the character is being ruined as I'm watching. So I'm like, okay, so Loki sucks. Okay, his magic isn't good. Okay, he can't fight anymore. It's like, oh, at the end they'll fix it. Well, they're not going to fix. In the end, they're not going to fix the fact that he got kneed in the nuts a bunch of times and can't fight the TVA. Like,
well, let's keep score here, okay?
You love 84, so I don't know.
Because she wins and fights.
Go ahead, Steve. It's a low blow. Falcon and Winter Soldier. All of a sudden, Falcon is a wussy who is totally on side with someone whose plan is completely unexplainable, but she's a woman, so I guess that's okay.
And a kid.
U.S. agent is totally a garbage character, even though he was probably justified in what he did. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Loki is beaten up every time.
Don't talk bad about U.S.
Cool.
agent, please.
And Red Guardian is garbage.
Right, he's
garbage in Black Widow. He is literally a buffoon. He is literally a buffoon. Yeah, so let's keep score here. That's 4 male characters who have now been lessened. Because we got to keep the females going. We got to make them stronger.
Well, just make them strong too.
Back to my point.
Brother, where they looking at is woke. Just say woke.
If you keep cutting off the nards of the male characters, the female characters are not going to be strong. The female characters are just going to be the best of a bad bunch.
Right.
That's not
because there's no one for them to contend with.
Yeah. There's no one to contend with.
Okay, so Fantastic Four, Marcus. Hey, Marcus, he's really into the Fantastic Four. So he did point out that X-Men and Fantastic Four are still yet to come. So Marvel has those two in the back pocket.
2025. You know, this strategy is good because look, they have the branding. They're gonna try these other things. If they don't work, they have 2 big, gigantic franchises. Like X-Men itself, they can dine off of individual characters forever.
Yeah,
and they could do TV shows too.
Have a safety net.
Wolverine show, please.
Yeah.
Oh, please.
Not more.
Showing each season being a different time period.
Like, did you steal that from me?
Wait, you said that?
Oh, I have that on a stream somewhere. I said that. I'm like, each season's a different time period.
Oh, the moment I heard about a TV show might be happening, I was like, oh, it would be cool.
I think they should start.
When we
get the X-Men,
that would be the best. That would be the best ever.
Civil War, World War II,
World War II. You could be in Japan.
Yeah, he encounters in World War II just like
Japan.
Rated R.
Well, it pretty much
be a fight
in the
Wolverine and World War II.
No, but not for a montage.
Rated R.
Yeah, they did it with a montage. Yeah.
This is Marvel.
I mean, because Wolverine is like, that dude is like a beast, man. You got to make that
Logan
monster. Come on.
Logan is a masterpiece. Come on.
Logan's great.
Yeah,
and you can explain Logan not being in any of the other MCU movies because he doesn't want to deal with it. He wants to live his own life.
The thing
so
is
he's saying 2023 for
I think when does Phase 4 ends? Next year, I believe. I think that's what end right next year. With
Wait,
it ends at the end. I thought Fantastic Four was the last movie in Phase 4.
No, they haven't announced. They haven't put the release date. They were.
I brought up an image.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Do they have? I don't think they got the right guy.
When does this end?
It doesn't say. It just says Phase 4, but apparently Blade.
Blade's gonna be 2024.
They said Blade wasn't even in Phase 4, and now it's here.
I think Blade will be the first movie for Phase 5.
All right, this one, this one's looking good. This is gonna be bad. I just know it.
Yeah, they already tokenized this.
Spider-Man is gonna be good for what it is.
DC tokenized too. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, I think it's like I'll see it. Like Dr. Spider-Man.
Basically, and also let's look at the shows because.
Do we have to?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, that TV.
Who's looking forward to Miss Marvel? Who's looking forward to that?
Marvel,
I don't care.
I'm not.
Nobody. This is what they
really.
do. I think Miss Marvel will do good. It's for little ass kids at the age of 8 and 10 or 12.
I saw her in
I read Miss
animated
Marvel
anime Spider-Man show, and I like her character. It's just I don't know much about her, so that's all I know her from. And
Hawkeye is coming out.
Hawkeye, I'm looking forward to that.
Hawkeye's coming out. I do think it's coming out in December. We're doing the Boba Fett TV show.
Yeah.
I think so.
We haven't even heard anything about the Boba Fett TV show.
No, it's coming out at the end of this year.
At the end of this year, yeah.
He writes a book. He sits on a typewriter.
Why are we
and types a book.
It's just old man Boba Fett typing slowly at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then Fennec Shen shows up and she's like, "I'm your biggest fan."
I really hope Moon Knight will be good.
Yeah.
Well,
hold on. I hope Abomination will stay good.
Nah, he won't.
Well, Abomination isn't Shang-Chi.
Ironheart.
Abomination's not going to be in Shang-Chi the whole entire time.
Ironheart.
It's going to be a Shang-Chi and she.
Ironheart is
I have a
awful.
bad feeling.
Who's even waiting for that?
I don't know about Ironheart, bro.
I would have liked if Tony Stark's daughter was.
I just want to think when we see Ironheart, it's gonna be an AI Tony Stark from another universe. I guarantee you.
Well, I bet they're gonna make the villain a AI Tony Stark from another.
Didn't they? So you know what? In one of the comics, they went back in time and got a younger Iron Man and brought him.
Yeah, that was
time.
stupid.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
That's
do you
a
think
way
they would do that?
I don't. That's a way out.
It was dumb when they did it, and it's one of the things that made me quit comics. So,
or they can just continue with the multiverse and bring a younger Tony Stark,
or just a different version of Tony Stark.
A new young Tony
Stark. Hey, why
Stark.
you not bring Tom Cruise?
Oh yeah, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, he's young.
I mean, he almost played him in 2007.
He's young. He's definitely taking dips in the Lazarus Pit.
Why not?
Put him in the Lazarus Pit.
Bring
like
him from
5
the
minutes in the Lazarus Pit each month.
I mean, he was offered the role before Robert Downey Jr. back in 2007.
Yeah. Isn't he gonna make a cameo in Doctor Strange?
That's the secret. I don't know. We don't know nothing about Doctor Strange. Who knows?
I don't know, like,
for me, WandaVision was the only good thing
Madness.
since Endgame. That
that
I would say is like.
But the thing is, I mean, WandaVision took 3 weeks after Endgame.
Yeah.
Was it?
Falcon and Winter Soldier is between Far From Home, so like,
right.
And then I think Loki is I forgot what the.
I don't care how bad it is. I love Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Yeah. I just love U.S. Agents so much.
Oh, me too. Me too.
He's the best part of the show. Besides,
that's the reason why they set up the Thunderbolt
character. That's
he
devastated that man.
Then Falcon and Winter Soldier. Those are.
I mean.
He cut his hair.
U.S. Agent was the best part. I agree. U.S. Agent was the best part of Falcon and Winter.
No, he was garbage.
It was called Falcon and Winter.
No, he wasn't, Anthony. Anthony's just saying it.
I'm joking. But like I do think the setting up the Thunderbolts, like and stuff like that.
I think they're gonna make them anti-heroes. That's why they did what they did to Taskmaster. They're gonna.
Whoa, she's not gonna be. I do think. This if Marvel, I think they're gonna reboot Taskmaster because they do see the negative response from fans online.
This is what I think.
They
maybe in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse, they're probably like after like I think it'll reset certain things. Like
should just say,
I don't know, like they'll introduce a better version of Taskmaster. I hope.
I do think
they should just say Black Widow takes place in a different universe and say that she lives that universe.
Bad Toby Spider.
It's just upsetting because the movie was a fun movie with its problems and all. But then Taskmaster taints it because now I'm like, no, but the thing is, Taskmaster tainted it for me because now I'm like, oh, Taskmaster sucks. So it's like if they would have just not even had Taskmaster, the movie would still have the problems.
The only reason why I was looking forward to Black Widow was because of Taskmaster.
But Black Widow doesn't have a lot of villains in it.
But it doesn't matter. She doesn't need them because she does espionage
Taskmaster
work.
a Spider-Man and
he's a villain for every. He's a villain for everybody. He's an everybody villain.
Yeah.
Like, why don't they just say it's like, look,
they should just make the Red Room her villain. They should just make the Red Room her villain.
Yeah, exactly. They should have just had a cyborg. I just said Red Cyborg. I created a character myself called the Red Cyborg. It's like this machine.
I'm talking about just have the Red Room be sent to kill her.
No, I know that's fine. No, but that's just agents. Like they do fight her in that, right? But she can beat them all up. But I'm just saying, if you need a better character, you make like the Red Cyborg, give him the insignia, and he shoots lasers out of his head, and that's it. And then when the armor comes off, it's really the little girl. Oh my god! It's like instead of let's ruin Taskmaster.
That sounds like Black Manta with the laser.
Well, I knew Taskmaster was a girl because my friend told me before. I was like, okay, it makes sense.
But Taskmaster is not a good character, regardless if it was under the armor. Like
I don't know why they made the armor look like such a guy, like such a buff man outfit, and only to
China. Well, it was a trick, right? It was like, oh, it's a girl. Oh, I didn't see that.
But it looks uncomfortable to fight in if you're a female of her height. It's like
it's stupid.
Like where?
I do think that's not heavy. The armor's not heavy.
This is a movie thing, but it bothers me.
I mean, I love
the hell did that Red Room get constructed in the sky? Like, didn't anyone notice like all these jets going up the? Like, this isn't the Death Star, right?
It reminded me of S.H.I.E.L.D. Remember, like when S.H.I.E.L.D. was in the sky.
Yeah,
but that's the government.
But that's government, not a shadowy. This guy is dead. Like, where did he? Where did this happen? And he's up there. He's got all these girls. He's like, I could push a button at any minute. Well, why haven't you already?
Yeah, why haven't you? God damn.
It's just Dr.
Eggman from that one moment because of script, right? You know.
Yeah, I'm okay with movie logic. I'm okay with movie logic. Okay, this is weird, but it makes sense.
Superhero
logic.
I like what you're saying, G-Man.
No. Yeah. I like movie logic when it leads to a cool thing. Like, how is there this cool base in the sky? I don't know, but it looks cool.
It's like the James Bond movies. Yeah,
it's like a James Bond. Yeah, I don't like movie logic where it's dumb. It's like, oh, let's have a big reveal that it's a woman. It's like, well, this ruined the character, and this is not a reveal because who cares? Anyone could have called that anyways. If they didn't listen, if Taskmaster had a female form, like a female body, every one of us would have been like, oh, it's obviously the daughter, like for sure, because it's such an obvious twist to have, right? But they tricked you by saying he's after us. Oh no, and it's Taskmaster, and
the way around that would have the father be like, I always wanted a son.
Yeah. Or just have it be a son then. Maybe it could have been Anthony. But
maybe it could have been a brother who wants vengeance for her.
Tony.
Right.
Master.
Yeah.
Like, why didn't they have Anthony? But the other thing is, even if they had Anthony, I don't like it either ways. You know why? Taskmaster needs to remain a badass mercenary. It's like, look, we need a badass mercenary. Taskmaster, we need you. Because his powers or his abilities are to see a person fight and copy it. The problem with having it be technology, Sean pointed this out, and I pointed this out immediately when I was watching the movie.
Basically takes away the character's special ability.
Right.
Yeah. And you can just give that to anyone.
Why didn't they give that to Yelena then? Why didn't they give that to all of those Black Widow people?
Because she's good at what she do. That's the thing.
But why didn't they give it to everybody? Wouldn't it be better to have a red room filled with Taskmasters?
You know, when she headbutted the desk, that's what I was doing when I was watching the movie. I headbutted my freaking desk. Yeah. But it's funny, Sean, you mentioned that he's like a Bond villain. She's watching Moonraker on her computer, and I'm like, oh my God, is base up in space or something? And
so it's pretty much was a Bond movie.
Joking me?
Yeah, I said that in my review.
They set that up,
Yeah,
that's
but it's like
so bullshit. Sorry.
Like Black Widow, like the thing, it felt like a Bond movie. That's what it felt like.
No matter how much,
I think that's what they're going for,
and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, it's like they took the inspiration from Bond. I could get
that's fine, and they can take that inspiration, and it makes sense for Black Widow. And the tropes were there. Guy, big base, big flamboyant villain. He has a cool side. He has a cool minion. The minion is a cool character. That's perfect. And if the minion was just a normal Taskmaster, we'd be like, yay! It's like, but no, they just had to mess it up.
may not have been yay, but like I would have been yay about that, but not yay in
No
general.
matter how much I hate what they did to Taskmaster, I'm still gonna get this. You can't,
bro. The reason why they changed is because of China.
Hey,
bro, like if they like listen, if they put like the real version of him from the comics with the skull and stuff like that.
I will say this.
Can you put it in the private chat?
Yeah.
The suit does look pretty cool. Like
it looks cool.
I just don't like how they gender swap.
Wait, why did you just copy Hawkeye, Black Panther,
like, the costume is cool and shit like
Captain America? Why couldn't he have like Falcon's wings or?
He probably could. He could probably have that.
He could.
Like that's what I was hoping for.
Well,
He can she can copy every.
Man, you buying that?
No, I'm buying. I'm gonna show you. Are you guys looking at the Yelena statue? Oh, hold on.
Everything just went to shit for me.
Why are we adding you a second time?
I would I don't know if they're gonna do like a comic accurate version in the future. Probably will, because I do think Marvel look at the negative reviews online and stuff like that, and the fans is like.
Well, the critics love it, so I don't know about like audience reaction, but
I don't know.
The audience will like it too because it is fun. But you know what? If you look deep, my problem isn't so much. Well, my problem is with this movie a little bit, but not so much with this movie, but just the decline. It's like, oh, we're gonna tokenize everybody. Oh, we're gonna gender swap everybody. Oh, we don't care anymore. This story is bad. This is bad. It's like, guys,
and I think too where we get our backs up is more and more. Marvel is the movies and not the comics. When people think of Marvel, it's like I saw this last year and I see it this year. These articles about like Marvel and DC are not at Comic-Con. No, Marvel and DC are at Comic-Con. Marvel Studios and Warner Brothers are not at Comic-Con. But you call Marvel Studios Marvel and Warner Brothers DC. And you say, oh, Marvel and DC are not. No, like the movies aren't, but the freaking comics are at Comic-Con. You know, but no one sees it that way.
They're having their own event. Like, why do they have to, like? People want them to be at San Diego Comic-Con, but why do they have to? They have their own event. What's the point?
Mm-hmm.
Like, like they have DC fandom. They have DC fandom. They're gonna reveal all these new projects, whatever they're working on, and Disney has D23, and they're gonna reveal some new stuff. Like, they don't have to be there because they have their own event. Because I think they made the smart decision because like they can do what they can pick a day whenever they want now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is with Black Widow, people called me out on my review. One guy called me out immediately. He's like, "You're being way too nice," and I was being overly nice because I did enjoy. Like, okay, if it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, I enjoyed like 90 minutes of it. You know, that's pretty good. Right, that's pretty good.
Like 84, that was 2 hours and 35 minutes for no reason.
Right. Yeah, that was long. 84 was a little bit long.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, it felt like.
Hey guys, I'm about to go.
Okay, dude.
Thank you, everybody. Yeah, see you later. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that, bro.
Yeah. So, anyways, but the thing is, I want to like these movies. That's the thing. I start out really wanting to like stuff. So I look for positives over negatives. I'm like, this doesn't make sense, but this is kind of cool. You know, that's the way I do things. Like, I'll get excited and I want to be excited.
What kind of Coke is that?
Coke Zero. I did this before,
man. The hell?
Oh, Sean and I are against each other.
Man, Pepsi's better. Y'all
taking the Pepsi challenge.
Oh, God.
Let's see which Coca-Cola.
Pepsi's better. Get on my level.
Yeah, I like Marvel. I enjoy their movies. The one thing that I try to be positive with both Marvel and DC with their movies, but I don't want to like
the Yelena one, the white one.
It's just disappointing when
she looks ugly. What the hell is that?
No way! I pre-ordered this one.
That does not look like her.
Yeah, that doesn't look like her.
What is that?
And you're right, Arkham. Like, it's disappointment, but it's like enough is getting to be enough with these guys.
That looks like her. Well, the other one.
Yeah, that's like.
You know, enough
is that. That face though.
Yeah, like. It's just. I just hope for the best, but I'm a little very cautious now after watching this movie.
Yeah.
And a lot of this stuff no one really knows. So, like, you're going in cold. Like, not everyone knows what Shang-Chi is all about and the Turtles.
Yeah.
And all.
Like, the trailer looks good. Like, the trailer looks good, but, like, trailers only say for, like, you could be excited for the trailer for a movie, but we don't know if it's going to be good or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be Jeanette Storm.
It's gonna be tokenized. I keep trying to say this.
It's gonna be Jeanette Storm, Sue Storm. It'll be Mrs. Fantastic, and it'll be
I can't fight.
Like,
I don't believe that. I don't.
Just like they keep saying, everyone keeps saying Krasinski or whatever is gonna play Reed Richards. No, he's not. Like, I swear to God, he's not gonna play it. Like, it's gonna be like
it's gonna be an Asian woman.
But the thing is, that's the thing.
It'll be an Asian woman.
China. With China, man.
Like, I don't know. Like,
I just don't understand this thing with like keep the core of the character. Like, I don't like this race swap or gender swap. Just don't do it. It's just stupid. Like
with Black Widow,
what's the point of it? Like, you're just gonna get people angry.
Yeah. And there was Black Widow, strong female character. Yelena Belova, strong female character. Melina, Iron Maiden. They never called her Iron Maiden. Strong, smart female character, right? It's like the Red Room is all strong female characters. We needed one more. Like, that wasn't enough. We need to have Taskmaster now be a female. Like, the entire movie is female, and that wasn't enough for them. No, that's not enough. We need to get more. We need more in there. It's like, it's so brutal.
I mean, to me, it is what it is. Like, I mean,
they won't. They probably won't, man.
They won't.
No. The thing is, I do listen. I know Kevin Feige produced those two Vandensimo back in 2000 with Fox, whatever. But I think that he's gonna make them. He's gonna make them white. It just. I mean, we don't know when that movie even coming out yet. Even Feige last week when he was doing like a press, when are you gonna announce the cut?
Yeah, I know he's working on a script, but they're not like. They're just working on the script right now. I'm assuming it's probably going to be 2023 or 2024 around there.
Yeah, Marcus said somewhere up here. Hold on, I can find the comment. I think he says 2023.
You think so? I think 2024 when Phase 5 starts.
But isn't Fantastic Four part of Phase?
I'll remember this because that's when I have to renew my license plate sticker.
Oh, and the thing, like, I love DC right now, but like DC... What movies I'm gonna watch? I'm watching Black Adam. I like Black Adam in the comics.
Yeah, we're gonna watch The Flash.
Batman. Like Robert Pattinson's gonna be good. What else? The garbage Flash movie, maybe.
Maybe we'll see how garbage it is.
It'll be garbage.
So like, it's either Black Adam. Yeah, Black Adam, Batman, and Aquaman. Watching. Maybe The Flash.
Hey, what's going on, Ryan? But you missed it. We just bashed Black Widow. Sean and Steve a little bit more than me, but that's okay.
And still us under the bus, yeah.
Like,
I went down to your level. I moved down a little bit.
I wholeheartedly blasted this thing. I blasted it to my father before I gave him the thing to watch.
So, guys, are you guys sticking with under average? Wow.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like a 6.
That's the movie. The movie's insulting.
No, they gave it 4.5. I gave it.
The movie's insulting, man. I can't give a movie that is actually insulting. It's offensive.
I'll give it like a 6.
Go back and watch when Sean talks. He dismantles the story better than anyone's ever dismantled any story.
Yeah.
Like Sean will read the Bible and dismantle. Well, I don't know. That's
how you gonna dismantle the Bible?
This doesn't make any sense.
7 days. What the hell?
Yeah, a lot of it doesn't make sense anyways. It's like, I don't think it's supposed to be.
It was just a disappointing movie.
That's a different channel, guys.
I'll say the only reason why I saw this movie is my friend gave me a free ticket to see Black Widow.
Somebody give you free tickets, you taking it?
Yeah. Like I saw like it took me longer to process. Like when I first saw it. It looked cool and stuff like that. I gave it high rating. Then thinking about over time, there were so many, there were so many mistakes here and there and things I didn't like. And it to me, it's just a disappointing movie. Like I'm not saying it's like the worst movie in history, but like to me, it's like a okay movie.
Okay, so how about this?
Like it was a 6 out of 10. I like the action. And from me, like Winter Soldier, like with the action and starting the fightings, and the story was meh. It is what it is. Like, and then couple characters like Black Widow sister, Red Guardian. I know he's a badass in the comics. He's Captain America for Russia and stuff like that. But I mean, I like those characters, and I'm gonna see what the future holds for Red Guardian and his wife and stuff.
I'm gonna say, like, if Taskmaster was Red Cyborg, like I made up, like a made up character, I would probably be sticking with my 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
If Taskmaster was like Red Cyborg and it was just like a random character and it was revealed,
you give it a 6 out of 10 movie? What was it, 6?
The thing is, the problem is that this is like Iron Man 3, where it's like now every. I don't think it's as bad as that, but what I'm saying is in the sense that every time I now think about Iron Man 3, I'm like, oh, Mandarin sucks. And this is a bit worse because I don't care about Mandarin that much in the comics because I didn't really read a lot of Iron Man.
Nobody give a fuck about him.
Taskmaster is a great character, and I just feel gutted. Like I was just like, no, because you got guys. I was really loving this movie. I was like, this is 8 out of 10. This might be 10 out of 10. I was dying over it. I was like, this is the greatest movie ever. It's so much fun. And then the last half an hour, it's like, oh, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. This sucks. How is she now a good guy? Am I supposed to care about this character now? Where'd these Black Widows go when they got released? And I'm like, what happened? It's like the last.
So what is your rating? Like, what is it?
I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10.
Yeah. 6 too.
That's close.
I think that's very fair.
If I'm gonna watch it, fuck no, I'm not.
Yeah, some people gave it lower. Like 6 out of 10 is very good. Like some people gave it like a 3 or 4.
Yeah, Sean and Steve are at 4.5. They're unwavering. They don't want to.
At least give it like a 5.
They don't want to go to
and
5.
Robin might be better.
Yeah, I don't think I'll watch this again. I think that's
I'm not watching again.
So it's like most of the MCU.
I got it. Okay, I'll never watch. I'll never revisit it.
It's better than Thor 2.
I probably
Iron Man 3. Better than garbage Far From Home.
You're just pointing out the worst ones.
It's better than
Is it better than Iron Man 3? Yes. Is it better than Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yes.
Is it better than Ant-Man?
Is it better than Ant-Man? Hell no.
Hell no.
I don't really like the Ant-Man.
Ant-Man like Brian Choi. They're both the same shit.
I mean, I love the actor. I just don't really like what. Basically, we're just doing what they did with Iron Man.
But the action scenes are so inventive with the shrinking technology, fighting in a briefcase. That's so cool.
That's impressive CG. That is
very cool. It's very cool, and it's whimsical. Like when you're watching, you're like, "Wow, what if I had those powers? That's cool." You know, like I would shrink and I would do all these. Cool
no,
things
Anthony would rob a bank.
No.
What?
I think what's happened is that some of these Marvel movies have lost their sense of fantasy. Like when I'm watching Ant-Man, I feel like, well, wouldn't it be cool if I could
it's a heist movie.
I feel like Phase 2 was the last good phase where they actually still had their.
There's still some wonkiness with Phase 2. Like it's almost like some of Phase 2 was really good and some of Phase 3 was really good, but not overall good.
Yeah,
it's hard to say. Like Endgame was the first one where it was a little bit weird, where there's a lot of good things, but there's a lot of silly things too.
Yeah.
And it's hard to balance it.
Better than Endgame.
Which one's better?
Age of Ultron.
Oh, of course.
Better than Endgame?
Age of Ultron's awesome.
I love Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron is not better than Endgame. You bugging.
No, I think it is. I don't know. What do you guys think?
No.
What's the question?
Age of Ultron versus Endgame.
Yes.
I think so too.
Age of Ultron is better because
I'm able to watch Age of Ultron more times than I'm able to watch Endgame.
But the problem...
The only thing with Endgame, you only watch it one time and that's it.
The problem with Endgame, with Black Widow, is that some of the problems I have with it sort of don't sit in Marvel, like don't sit in movies. They're real world grievances I have.
Right.
And it's taking that and putting it in there. So it's inexcusable, in my opinion. You got to leave that stuff at the door. So Age of Ultron had a little bit of wonkiness, but nowhere near the problem I had with Endgame. So,
I agree. But the thing,
I mean, look at my name. That says it all.
This the guy, this physicist, like he knows about time travel and talk about shit. Like, I was like, and then he tried to explain Endgame time travel logic. I was like, no, I can't.
That was weird.
If you look back on what Zack Snyder's logic for time travel was for his 2 movies, it actually makes sense.
What was his time travel?
Basically, when you're time travel to a one point, you gotta wait for that point because as the Earth is moving, you can't
remember that.
You can't like wait a minute
that was
before or after
that's
because
way
you might end up in the ground.
Makes sense. Yeah, you have to be in the same point in space. Otherwise, if you time travel to another, it has to. The Earth has to be in the same point in space. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, sorry, I'm late.
Right.
I just finished my own stream.
Awesome, Andrew.
Andrew.
Awesome. Okay, so wait, Marco has not spoken. What did you think of Black Widow? Did you see Black Widow?
Oh, Black Widow. You see, the thing about Black Widow is that I didn't necessarily dislike the movie. There are some parts where I really liked. It doesn't really stand out to any other MCU film because of its set out formula. Like, it has some serious tones, but then there's going to be some jokes sprinkled in. A good example would be the post-credit scene where Yelena just visits her grave, and then the Taskmaster just like
nothing's spoiled there, dude.
Sneeze. But right, spoilers by the way.
No,
I expected the end credit to do something like that, but
and just like blows her nose. Like, it blows her nose abrupt in the scene.
Spider-Man.
But, that's probably Andrew. It's probably Andrew. We just did a stream together. We had so much fun. But again, personally, I don't think Black Widow's a bad movie. It just doesn't really stand out. I don't necessarily hate it. I don't think it's great. But it has some really decent action scenes. But again, I actually did get an understanding of Black Widow because ever since her appearance, I just mostly see her as like a secondary supporting character, as just an agent with guns as her power, and I never really got attached to her because I don't even know that much about her. But
that's
now I see her.
Point.
Yeah,
that's a good
point.
This movie
I thought we saw her film.
Want to hear my thoughts?
Yeah. Okay, so Marco, what did you give a rating out of 10, or are you just?
Andrew hated it because Spider-Man's not in it.
That's not my reason.
I would rate it like between 7 to an 8 out of 10. I don't know.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, Andrew, what are your thoughts?
I actually thought the movie was pretty good. He's got some great action. I love watching Scarlett Johansson. I liked her sister, Yelena, and Red Guardian gave me a chuckle now and then. But my rating, I'll give it like, say, maybe an 8 out of 10. I think in my opinion, I think like the early MCU films like The Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, are a little bit better.
Oh, for sure. I think what happened is that for me, 2 things. Sean pointed out the story flaws, which I can point out if you missed them. But also, the treatment of Taskmaster was horrendous, awful.
I didn't expect him to be a girl.
Well, he's not. And he's supposed to be a guy who can... because you knew ahead of time.
I honestly thought that the Taskmaster plot twist, I never really minded. I thought that just an eye opener just to see. Oh, okay, Taskmaster is the
Taskmaster. Taskmaster is a mercenary that has the ability to mimic others, and taking that away and making it a microchip. Why didn't they give the microchip to all the Black Widows?
All he has is the name. All she has is the name and outfit.
That's it. Yeah. It's a name only. Yeah. And here's the other problem. So if they're this is Sean's argument. He pointed this out. If they're kidnapping little kids, why do they need the mind control drug? Like, here's the thing: if you take little kids, you just train them to believe in your cause. Hold on a second, Anthony. And the other thing too is like, if you have mind control technology, why don't you just kidnap a bunch of adult mercenaries who are already trained and brainwash them?
Well, I guess they had a knack for girls,
right? Like it's like just like it doesn't make any sense. And it's like, what is this technology? And then there's just too much weird. Did we lose?
Oh, and also,
I did not remove them.
You know something? When I first watched the movie and they were showing the opening scene of her childhood, when I first saw Natasha with the blue hair, I didn't even know that was her. I thought that was a boy.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought that was her.
Yeah, I have to admit, the opening scene was like one of the parts of the film that I like. I feel like I was gonna get a different tone, but the final product, it still has a little bit of the MCU formula. I think they overdid it with like the landing pose. I feel like that could have been a joke that Deadpool could have made because it fit his character. It's like,
thank you, Marco.
Yeah,
All
Sean.
this
was
wise
with you on
people
that
just
one.
becoming wisecrackers and then getting out of that, just to have a MCU
I
joke.
still liked it.
Yeah, no, it's funny, but like it's getting to be a bit much now.
Well,
it's
you
like
have,
after 20 some odd movies, it's like, okay, change it up a bit now.
Yeah, make it more serious. Don't make it too
Have the
jokey.
characters have humor that's more about their character, rather than like, I'm going to put out something meta.
Well, here's the
Well,
thing.
you do this, you do
Nowadays,
this.
if you
Okay,
remember,
fine, yes.
In the early
and also-
MCU days,
and also-
the MCU used to be a lot more serious back in Phase 1.
Ah, yes, because it wasn't owned by Disney.
Right.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's all, let's have a laugh.
Anybody want shawarma for dinner?
Yeah, you're
I love
taking
shawarma.
You're on the
that
shit.
very, very serious.
That was
shawarma.
fun, Anthony.
Children
sorry,
get-
Marco. Yeah,
That,
it was
that
that
stuff
was fun.
where like children are getting brainwashed in that, and you have jokes.
Yeah, it's like,
it's like
We
okay,
got
I will
jokes,
pay
yeah.
to laugh.
Yeah, that,
No, it's like the
what are you
Ragnarok
going
thing. I
for in
mean,
this movie, a serious espionage flick, or is it like it's like they wanted to make For Your Eyes Only or something, but then it didn't happen that way. There's too much
Oh, and
silliness.
also,
Well,
J-Man, I remember Enosh talking about the movie last night, and he was ranting about about the giant fortress in the sky.
Yeah, nobody noticed that.
The giant fortress.
yeah.
Nobody-
No one knew the
Not
secret.
even
Didn't
shields,
notice
not
the
rods,
fortress before?
built in the sky.
not
One of
shields,
my
not
buddies
rods.
mentioned it. Oh, Caleb. Look, I'm with Caleb. It's movie logic. I
Yeah,
know
don't
what-
question the movie's logic.
Don't question the MCU logic. It's Marvel
Well,
Comics and
to be
MCU.
No, it's
It-
movie
it-
logic.
like,
Like
it reminds
Nobody
me of
found the
Winter
Batcave.
Soldier.
It's lazy writing.
Remember
Hold
Winter
on, hold
Soldier
on.
where
I would just count this
Bill
as,
Gates got blowed off?
nobody found the Fortress of Solitude. It's like this big
Well, that's
giant.
different.
arc-
Yeah, never.
That's because it's in a place where people
Or they
rarely
can't get
go
in.
there.
It's in
It's
the
in, like-
Arctic, for God's
Well,
sake.
It's in one of the
but
poles.
then
You
they-
can fly a plane into
Who
that.
found it
because he's
But
rich.
wait,
Superman.
even better.
NASA has pictures of the Earth. So
The Titan's Tower
That's
with a
because
giant
NASA's
T.
NASA.
You got the
Well, it's not
Avengers
secret,
Tower
though.
in New York with a little A on it.
We got X-Men.
A
X-Men
stands for
Mansion is
awesome.
just a mansion that literally has the name off to the side of the entrance.
Yeah.
I mean, they call
They're
it
like
the
pivots
X-Men.
We got
around
the
the
Wayne Manor
engine
with a
comes out.
cave underneath that leads to his back gate.
Well, no
Okay,
one
the
knows
Bat-
that there's a cave underneath Wayne Manor.
Okay. Okay.
Batman-
Nobody knows there's a
Batman-
Batcave.
Yeah, nobody even knew. Yeah, facts.
And
Nobody
why is
knew
it that every villain can find Batman's back cave?
They can't.
What villain
It's
found them?
what?
If you're talking about Bane, that's because he's
Well, I remember in
literally
the I know
smart,
this is
smarter than
this
almost
is the
every
kid,
villain.
but I remember
Yeah.
in the Lego games, you have
It's
Lex
the Lego.
Luthor and the Joker place a tracker on the Batmobile that led him to the Batcave.
The
Oh,
Lego.
that was from
I
Lego
wouldn't
Batman
call
2.
Lego canon.
Yeah,
How you call it
I wouldn't
Lego
consider
canon?
that
Oh,
canon.
yeah,
It's not-
mercy.
I'm sorry, Andrew. That's
Andrew.
not canon.
That's not
Okay,
canon.
that's one good
Yeah,
one.
it's
Let's-
it's an animated
Like a
Lego.
bullshit.
Okay.
movie.
I was
Swear
when
me.
you were talking about the Fortress of Solitude. You literally had Lex
Yes.
Luthor.
Lex
You
Luthor
literally
found
had
it
Lex
because he's
Luthor in
rich.
Superman Returns.
He's a rich man.
Who
Lex
hates
Luthor in
Superman
Superman Returns
so
found
goddamn
the
much.
sword by ship and took all the crystals.
The one thing about Superman Returns was the false advertisement. Superman never didn't return because that was not
What do you mean?
Superman.
Speaking
He's
of
like a
Brian
stalker,
Green,
He's all like stocky and
he's stocky and he's a deadbeat
But dude,
dad.
what
and all
about the
that.
plane
It's like,
scene? What about the
I
plane
thought
rescue
Superman
scene?
was returning in this movie. When is he going to
What
come?
about,
like,
what about the
oh,
plane
he
rescue
doesn't
scene?
like me. Oh, Lois was someone
Oh,
else.
Lois was
I can't
someone
Yeah,
grow
the
up.
plane scene was in it, and then there was the other 2 hours that I lost.
Oh, and
watching
also-
that thing.
Yeah, don't talk.
People
Did
call
someone
Henry
mention the
Cavill
plane
too
scene?
mopey.
Someone
Superman
mentioned
Superman
that.
Returns
Returns.
is the worst, one of the worst.
Bro,
superhero movies
Superman
ever made.
Returns is better
It's
than
awful.
84.
No
Oh,
way.
Oh,
No,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, I can admit I don't remember disliking Superman Returns.
How about
But
this?
Watch it
Wonder
again.
Woman
Batman
1984, bottom DCU movie.
How about
Bottom,
No way.
straight in the
Batman
bottom.
Forever.
84 is
No
trash,
way.
yeah.
How about this?
No way.
Batman Forever is better than 84 with Val
Sorry,
Kilmer.
J-Man, I know
Oh,
you like Wonder Woman
wow.
1984.
Oh, wow.
Sorry,
Oh,
Jim,
no,
I know
no, Mark it. No, I don't like Wonder Woman 1984. I love Wonder Woman 1984.
Ah.
No, people loved Wonder Woman 1984 for reasons, but
I
okay,
love it.
okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, Wonder
where was
Woman
I?
doesn't murder anybody
oh, yeah.
in it for once.
I forgot to mention.
So there's
You
that.
guys
Dark Knight Rises is
also-
better than Wonder
I remember
Woman
J-Man
84.
calling Henry
No
Cavill
way.
Superman mopey.
That's
Look at
not
Superman
really saying
Returns.
much.
Just literally stalking Lois.
Zack
Superman
Snyder
Returns
had a
Superman.
character arc. That's the point.
Superman Returns Superman stalked
Zack Snyder
Lois
wasn't
and
in
her
the
kid.
movie.
Yeah, and flies into her kid's room and touches them and stuff.
Yeah,
Ridiculous. The whole thing is ridiculous.
That was ridiculous.
And it's actionless. It's
He also
just
lifts her off the ground.
Well,
too.
here's the thing. Can I say one thing? I did like
you
that.
got to
plane
rewatch
rescue
Superman
scene.
Returns, Marco.
I did like that plane rescue scene.
He's like,
I know, but that's 5 minutes. The movie's 2 hours.
And that scene where he's saving everyone during the earthquake in Metropolis.
Oh
so
yeah.
So you like when Superman saves people? Huh? Interesting.
Stop right
that
there.
is still Superman does that
Yeah,
too.
but that is.
Stop right there.
He saves the world by
Everybody finished talking about
destroying
Black Widow, Troop. There's nothing to talk about Black Widow.
I don't think that there's going to be a Black Widow too.
Okay.
Dead forever.
Hold on,
Who is that profile
Before we get back
pic?
to
What
the
is
main
that
topic,
profile
I
pic?
didn't say that.
No,
I did. There was a. I did like yes montage.
It's just like that one. We went from Black Woman to Wonder Woman 1984.
Wait,
Black
hold on.
woman.
Black
Black woman.
Black woman. We're not talking
Whoa,
about
who
Black
the
woman.
fuck say that?
Can we
Oh, this guy did.
Let's talk about this.
Uh-oh, Gracie.
Uh-oh.
Oh wow! Hey guys,
Great.
I'll see for one time, and I miss all this.
No, I started late.
He's
I
accusing
had
me
to
of
turn
liking
down my,
Superman Returns, even though I didn't say that.
I've been. So I lost. We had to sell my business. Unfortunately, we just.
Oh,
wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh
so
no!
I've been
That's
tearing
sad.
down.
Okay.
Tearing it all down. It's been really upsetting. My cousin's
I'm
been
sorry,
like,
man.
yeah, we've had it for 5 years. COVID killed it.
You think 5 years is good enough?
We had an escape room. So I owned an escape room. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever played an escape room. You go in each and there's
I've heard
movie?
of it.
The movie
yeah.
Escape Room?
yeah,
Oh
like,
yeah,
like
there's
that.
going to be a second one.
Oh my
Yes,
god,
there's gonna be a
it's
second
gonna
one,
be
yeah.
trash like the first one.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh,
buddy.
I never really.
Oh, now we're talking about the escape room movie.
Okay, I don't think it's that bad.
Hey,
Call me when Halloween 2 comes out, or is it Halloween?
It's Halloween Kills.
It's a
Halloween
sequel to the
12.
first Halloween. Wait,
It's a 12.
Okay,
It's a
okay,
12.
all right.
Yeah.
Simple
I'm
one.
so confused
It's
by that, but-
Halloween 78, Halloween 2018, and Halloween Kills.
so it's the third Halloween movie, right? In the
Yes.
timeline.
No, the second and
This timeline's more confusing than the Terminator timeline.
It's Halloween 12, man.
I haven't seen a movie timeline so confusing since the Terminator films.
Yeah.
Well,
What about Scream?
No,
That's not a confusing timeline.
I mean, the Terminator
No, they're making
franchise
Scream 5.
kind-
Everybody's watching Scream 5.
Okay,
Okay.
so Terminators 3, Salvation,
So
and
what happened
Genesis.
What the hell is going on with this?
Sorry,
I don't know.
that was my bad. I was scrolling and I accidentally clicked on remove.
Oh, I thought it was me.
Yeah, it's confirmed. J-Man
I'm like,
hates
how
him.
did I remove this guy?
Yeah,
And then I'm like,
J-Man hates me.
Yeah.
It's like how Anthony bullied me during True Stream last night.
Oh God,
Oh, I saw that video. Damn, Josh. Was
Why you
going
bullying
off.
me?
man, True 31. What a guy.
That dude loves to kick people.
I got to get a
ass.
new laptop, man. I'm so laggy right now. It's like it's
You
crazy.
find the me?
He says Black Widow was fine.
You thought it was fine, Gray?
that's fine.
Well,
So-
it's not bad, but it's not the greatest.
But
No.
hey, Gray.
Okay,
I said
alright.
that the earlier MCU movies like the Incredible Hulk or Iron Man 1 were better.
Oh my god. You love the Incredible Hulk so much. I don't know why.
It's
No, I
just
like
very
it too.
underrated. It's got good action. Edward Norton's got some good acting.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with
All right.
Edward Norton's better
I
than.
thought that movie was so good, just like how I thought Superman Returns was so good. When I was a kid,
come on, don't
I was
compare it to that.
I was
Well, Superman
blindsided.
Returns
from-
is not good.
Okay,
Superman
at least
Returns is
Edward
not
Norton
good.
X-Men
better than
Origin
Mark
Wolverine
Ruffalo.
is decent.
I did not
because-
kick that. I did not get rid of whoever that was.
Okay,
that we just lost,
Pikachu.
Anthony.
At least
that-
Edward
I
Norton's
think
better
I'm-
than Professor.
Okay,
Marvel.
wait, J-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got something for you. Would you rather pick the 2017 Justice League theatrical version or the Zack Snyder's Justice League?
Zack
Which
Snyder
one do you-
cut.
Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Which one would I pick to do what with?
He picked Justice League. He picked Justice League.
If you pick, you're most likely gonna pick Justice League because it's like Wonder Woman 84. It's all campy and kids.
And jokey and
No.
hard
That's
jokes.
not why. That's not why I like Wonder Woman 1984. I like Wonder Woman 1984 because she's a hero. She looks cool. She saves the day with the hero speech. She fights the bad guys. It's like
Those
it's
are cool.
exciting.
You see how
Hold
bright that
on.
costume
Hold on.
was?
It's exciting. It would be a movie that I would watch as an entertainment thing. I
Did
would show
she, though?
my daughter.
She
doesn't
watchable, man.
She doesn't obliterate people and
Did
smash
she?
them into pillars and kill them. And it's like,
Oh my
She's not a
God.
warrior.
It's like-
Like
it's
Zack
like-
Snyder.
it's crazy.
She's not a warrior.
And plus, this setting was in World War One.
no. I'm talking about Justice League.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Which version? Justice League?
No,
Justice
she
League
doesn't do it in Justice League. She does it in the Zack
Dude.
Snyder cut.
Ah, okay. So you.
That I like that Wonder Woman. She actually.
Anthony keeps
But
leaving.
guys, look, Wonder Woman. Okay, first of all, I'm pulling rank. I have fucking 500 Wonder Woman comics right here.
Oh boy.
Okay? So there's not going to be any argument. There
My
is
mom
no-
and my aunt grew up on Wonder Woman, and they hate
would
Wonder Woman
never-
84.
Wonder Woman would never literally kill people in front of school children. Hold on.
Do you not know what
Hold
warrior
on.
is?
Okay, let's bring this up.
Okay.
Listen to me.
Now we gotta
First of
debate.
all,
We got a
first
debate.
of all, listen to, let me finish my sentence.
Oh, you getting
Let me
tough on
finish
this?
my sentence.
All right. Okay,
She
everybody,
would
let's
not-
just hear J-Man.
Yeah. She would not kill people in front of school children. I'm not saying she would not
School
kill people.
children.
There's school children there. She obliterates. She could just knock them into the wall. And at the end, that guy has bullets. He's shooting, and he's out of ammo, right? So at that point, she should just go and punch him. What does she do? She
You're
uses
saying
her
heroes
God
can't
killer
kill.
power.
You're
So
saying
when she
heroes
uses
can't
her God-
kill.
hold on. When she
I mean,
uses her
J-Man,
God-
I gotta be
hold on,
honest.
Hold on.
I can agree with you
When
on
she,
the part.
when she uses her
Hey,
God
hey.
killing power, hold on. She uses her God killing power, obliterates the guy, destroys the museum wall, which she's trying to protect. She didn't have to do that. She was fast enough to just knock him out. Or even if she was going to kill him, like she killed the other goons, she could have just snapped his neck then. Why did she use her God killing power?
Superman snapped necks and people bitched
It's
about
so
that.
stupid. She's literally killing these people in front of school children. I've
You're
watched
literally
people
saying
die
what
in
Zack
real
Snyder
life,
Superman did.
and it's traumatic. Okay, it's traumatic.
Dramatic.
Yeah. I
Never
mean,
mind
I
for a
can
little
understand the argument of where it's coming from. Heck, I can understand your argument on like the gauntlet scene. I mean, I
Yeah.
can agree. I feel like that was a bit over exaggerative.
Sure.
I mean, I thought that was a Justice League when I saw that in 2017's theatrical version. But
They cut
okay,
away.
it
They
was
don't show what happens.
all right.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
but you know,
here's the truth.
I can see that
J-Man
she couldn't
loves
have just
Joss
knocked
Whedon.
it out. Knocked him out.
J-Man
I
loves
could.
Josh Whedon.
Like
What?
if she's
I
killing
said
people,
J-Man loves Josh Whedon.
Wait,
Okay.
you said
No,
you
no,
said
no.
Wonder Woman wouldn't kill in
You
front
guys,
of kids.
I'm
Let's
gonna-
bring this
I'm gonna
up.
take
Wait,
off.
look at my
okay,
screen.
Steve. Thanks, dude. See you, man.
Yes, bye, Steve.
Wait,
Who's talking? Where are we at?
me. Bring up my
Okay.
screen.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that's her
Okay,
killing
so-
Maxwell Lower.
They all
So-
watch you murder a man.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
where was the school children?
It's
Why
on
are you bringing
screen, so
children
everyone
into the
who
mix,
has a
dude?
TV
Stop bringing
can see it.
children. Stop bringing children into the mix.
But not literally in front of the children. Like there's
Stop bringing
school children right
kids into
there,
the
and
mix,
she
dude.
didn't need to do it. She didn't need to kill them. She could have just knocked them all out.
Stop bringing kids into the
Like-
mix, dude.
Like Greymalkin. What do you mean stop bringing kids to the mix? The kids were there, Andrew.
You're the one that's bringing it up, dude.
No, the
Hey,
kids are in the
Well, you
scene.
gotta bring kids into the army. You're like one of those guys that's saying, "Think of the children." No,
Yeah, think of the kids.
think of
I know.
the children. We need to make this PG-13 so that we can sell merchandise. Not make it rated
Make the
R.
Ninja Turtles not use their weapons.
Roberts.
I hate that. I hated that in the second movie that they didn't allow him to. They didn't allow them to use weapons.
Hey,
Yeah,
hold on.
because it was too violent. Boo hoo.
Wonder Woman 1984.
No, in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah,
in
I
Wonder Woman
didn't know about
1981.
that
The
one.
moms were complaining that the turtles were using their weapons.
All I know is that Stephen Amell was in the second movie, and I never watched it. So I'm like, okay,
Oh,
Stephen
that's
Amell.
the reboot movie.
Can I have a
What's your shirt, Marco? You wanna?
Oh,
You
this
wanna?
shirt?
Can you
Wait, my shirt?
hold on, both of you guys? Wait, Marco, stand
Oh,
up and
this
show
is-
your shirt.
Oh, it's just a random leaf shirt.
Oh, it's just
Not-
okay. Andrew,
It's-
yours.
I'm
This is
sorry.
the Arizona Rattlers.
Okay, cool. There you
He
go.
said sim for one too, so do him too.
Oh, sorry, dude. I missed that. Okay.
This it's for the best Superman, and that is
Henry
Yeah.
Cavill.
Black Suit Superman.
Yeah.
Black
I
suit,
think
baby.
you meant to say. I think you meant to say
The best
A
Superman.
instead of best. A.
The
He's
best
a Superman,
Superman.
not the best.
What's the best
Superman.
A?
Hey,
he's a Superman.
Yes,
he's
best Superman.
He's a
Got
Superman.
The best. Just like I say,
Still
Kobe
Henry
is
Cavill
the
comes
best.
out with a really good Superman
Andrew,
movie.
the
Christopher
truth
Reeves
said,
will
Andrew,
always
your
be
hair is
the title.
freaking me out.
Oh, come on. Seriously?
So he hasn't shaved it yet. Do you shave your own hair, Andrew? Do you do it
I go
yourself?
to the barbershop.
Andrew is.
Yeah?
What's that, Sean, got there? What's that thing?
Sean's got Spider-Man.
Oh, what's
He's got
that poster
Spider-Man
behind you? Is that the Amazing Spider-Man's
I can.
poster?
All right. Okay.
What the heck?
Can I tell you something, dude? I got that the day the movie come out. That doesn't mean I like him.
Ah, okay.
All right.
You can have whatever poster you want, man. The poster.
See?
I'm done.
In fact, hold on
sliding
a second. I'll be right back.
You have to remember something too. For me, a lot of it is the artwork. It's not necessarily that
Look,
you want to represent.
I got the whole trilogy on DVD.
Oh hell yeah!
Well, I've got everything on DVD, so thanks.
I got the whole movie trilogy, so I'm not just Andrew.
Yo, guys,
Bro, I
can
got
we
the
talk
entire-
about something that might be a good Marvel product in the future?
What do you think?
I want to talk about Moon Knight since I want to bring
So what
up
do you guys
these
think?
action
So
fights.
Moon Knight, do you think
Action
Moon
fight?
Knight's going to be?
Share screen.
Oh.
Wow.
That's pretty
Okay,
good.
these look pretty
Look at
decent.
Oscar Isaac can move.
Wow.
I'm down
Man.
for Oscar Isaac.
Yeah, he's doing them stunts.
Imagine what his Moon Knight costume's gonna look like.
God,
I don't know.
I bet it would just be like oversimplified armor / giant chest plate, and probably something a little bit resembles. I don't even know. All I know is they're probably gonna keep the white skin or something like the
Yeah,
white
have the
comic
cape
book
with the
stick.
stick.
Yeah,
And imagine seeing Oscar Isaac talk to the moon.
talk to the moon. Talk to the moon.
And they got a great actor
movie's gonna
too,
be in-
so
Yeah, that's good.
he'll be.
There's
cool.
another one too. There's another one of these.
Oh, there is? Damn, he can fight.
God
Sorry,
damn.
Corey,
That's
these are the
choreographed.
I can find.
He do be kicking ass though.
I mean, look at him doing the core fight choreography.
Got it.
No.
If
Yeah,
Disney
we go.
He just
Really?
licked the moon. I mean, he just licked the knife.
And the thing, this guy was Apocalypse.
Wow.
I really hope
So-
it's rated R.
What's
I hope so,
positive?
too.
He was with that knife. He's like slash.
All right, we got the idea. All right.
Yeah, we get the idea.
So what's positive about that is that he is training, which means that he's taking it seriously. Like he's trying to really go all
Yeah,
out.
no, make
I mean, he is a guy who really takes his job seriously. It's
I think
just
he
doesn't get. I mean, would you not take the Rise of Skywalker seriously like everyone else did?
Good point. Good point.
What happened? You know, he got a lot of those new. You know, funny thing about Star Wars is they really tried to bring these new characters to light, and they did a disservice to the actors in not doing that because, like Sean really liked Oscar.
Poe Dameron.
Poe
I did too.
Yeah.
And you know what happened? This was Poe Dameron was killed in Last Jedi. He was just talked down to. They all yelled at him saying he was an idiot. And I thought, you know, if you just tell Poe what the plan is instead of yelling at him, I could not stand that. I just could not watch. Last Jedi was just on TV the other night in Canada here. And so I had it on TV just to have it on. And I'm like, man, and all I see is what's her face yelling at him, the purple hair lady.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah, I know.
Laura Dern.
Laura
Laura
Dern's
Dern,
character.
Yeah,
And-
the
They
purple
tried to
haired
turn her
lady
up like
nobody
it was
likes.
a emotional sacrifice.
Yeah, and I just thought it was so awful. I thought, you know, why are you
Yeah,
yelling
they
at this
were like
character?
nerfing him.
They're
They were,
nerfing
like,
him,
nerfing his
he's really trying to, like, he's doing logical things and trying to fight.
Yeah, he was saying like, you need to tell us the plan.
Yeah, and it was so stupid. And no, listen, in the military, I'm not in the military, but I'm pretty sure in the military, if your main general is asking you, you're going to tell him. Like,
If it was still General Akbar, he would tell him.
he would tell him. Of
He will
course.
take you into the other room to keep it.
Keep it
He'd be like,
secret.
it's a trap.
J-Man,
That's a trap.
something I kind
Watch
of
it.
noticed with this with movies lately. Anytime you have a female in the role, they're super smart, they're super capable, they're like
Right.
Yeah.
But
I think I know where you're going with this.
But then when you have a male, he always has to be a little dumb, clumsy, muscle.
Yes.
We saw that in Black Widow.
We also saw it in Loki.
Yeah, Loki.
Well, I
as
think
well.
the father's characteristic is that he's a terrible father and he just sent their daughters away.
Yeah.
He's not a
So,
father.
well, here's the thing. What
He's
not
not
what
their
Greg
father,
said
though.
there. I've been seeing that lately. I even saw that in Loki because they made our evil god of mischief into a comic relief.
Yeah, he's garbage. Loki is garbage in his own show. He gets
In
beat up
fact,
all the time.
J-Man, I prefer Loki when he was trying to rule Earth in the first
Me
Avengers
too.
film.
I'm with you on that.
I mean, technically, that Loki that I've heard, that Loki from the Loki TV show is the 2012 Loki that escaped from Endgame.
Apparently,
No.
Apparently, Loki during Avengers was mind controlled. That's why he.
Oh, that's bull crap.
What? No.
Marvel tried to say, Marvel. Wait, let me bring it up.
It was never
I remember an article about that.
You would never let Thanos control him.
I do too, kind of.
You know that I don't really buy that relationship. It's purely masturbation.
Yeah,
it's like saying you got like two teenage girls in love and they don't.
What?
No, man, it's when you're in love with yourself. It's like, oh, I love me. It's like, oh, I love me. I'm
in love with myself.
Woman. I love you even more.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's like you're in love with yourself.
Stupid.
Oh, look, I found it.
You found it? Where they're saying Loki was mind controlled.
That's bull crap. I don't
Who's
like
mind controlled by?
That's it.
Look.
A fan theory that Loki was under mind control during the Avengers. You gotta be kidding me.
What?
Can't you see it?
Oh, bullshit, Marvel.
What? No.
You gotta be kidding me.
I don't believe this.
That is such bullshit.
Why would Marvel confirm this?
Because they don't. Because this is for the fangirls who said they love Loki.
It originally started off as a fan theory until Marvel actually confirmed it.
Why would they do that?
Oh my god! I had a fan theory about Batwoman season 2 and how it was going to play out, and nobody made a news article saying that this guy on the internet just confirmed that theory.
In fact, guys, Marvel mind control Loki was a total retcon. Facts.
Yeah, that's facts.
It's a retcon. Nobody likes retcons unless it works.
Oh, okay. So So he was working with Thanos under mind control.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the scepter is what's controlling
the original theory. The original theory that came out before that kind of made Marvel announced it says that he fell to the prey of the mind control. I mean the mind stone.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Then he wouldn't be under Thanos' control.
Oh, Marvel, look, let me show you. It says in the article, look.
Bring it back up. Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Got it? All right.
This is the part where it's talking about the theory.
Uh-huh.
And then down here.
Yeah, but they never made that connection in the movie.
Yeah, they never showed I'm under the spell. I'm under the spell. In fact, that would make the scene where he's talking to that alien dude where he goes like, I was a king, a rightful king of Asgard. You don't have the Tesseract yet. That basically saying that's what he wanted him to say.
Yeah.
Fans on Reddit have noted that Marvel's character page for Loki has been modified. It isn't exactly clear when the changes were made, but without any fanfare whatsoever, the theory that the Mind Stone corrupted Loki has been confirmed as canon. We'll let fans read through the passage copy from Marvel's site.
You know what?
Arriving at the sanctuary, the rumble caused by the Bifrost.
Until they actually it doesn't matter.
Ruler of an ancient race, Mischief Dome of his brother's favorite realm, Earth, Thanos requested the Tesseract to return. Gifted with the scepter that acted as a mind control device.
That's a trash article.
The Loki
that's trash.
Yeah,
as our buddy Anthony would say, that's a trash.
Yeah, it's trash. It's garbage.
Yeah, once a bad insider was working for, we got this covered.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, we got this covered.
Wait, this came out like 3 years ago.
Yeah, I'm with Anthony on this.
Yeah, he said this article's fake.
This is Bologna, really.
This is we got this covered news. This is Mikey Sutton news.
I don't like. Yeah,
that doesn't make any sense.
It is trash. It's baloney. It's
Bologna.
What the heck? I said it the wrong way.
Oh, look what Kevin is the true space lizard.
Thanks, Sean.
Also, like Black Widow, it was just fine. I did not. Everybody said they liked the Yelena character. I was like, "What are you talking about? This
you don't like the sister?"
No. Everybody said, "Oh, she's so funny." Did not make me laugh.
I loved
Even
her.
when she made fun of Natasha's poses.
Have you seen Fighting with
that was okay. That's cute, but like nothing about her. Just like this movie should have come out 5 years ago.
I mean, I gotta kind of.
You said after Doctor Strange.
I mean, I do actually feel bad for Yelena and the rest of her family because Natasha died and they just reunited, and it just feels.
They didn't just reunite.
Okay, no. But during the registration act, well, I mean, they sort of fixed things out a little bit.
I don't know what the timeline is after the movie.
Okay.
What's
So the
next
timeline,
movie?
it takes place after the events of Civil War, but before the events of Infinity War in the movie.
So what? And what's in between? So after this movie, how many? So okay, then it's Doctor Strange. Then what?
Well, here's the thing. At the end of Black Widow, you see her with the blonde hair and have the vest, and she takes the Quinjet to go meet Steve and break out the elves from the raft.
Right. So that's okay. So the next thing would be Infinity War, and then she dies in
No. She dies in Endgame. Infinity War.
Yeah. But Infinity War and Endgame may as well. Well, I don't know. I guess because there's the 5 years, right?
As a 5 year gap between. Right. Hey, man, this is how it is.
I might have the theory that she finds.
Hold on. Oh, go ahead, Greg. All
right. It's a Civil War.
Yeah.
And then, like afterwards, it would have been Doctor Strange. Black Widow kind of goes right after Doctor Strange.
Okay.
If they were to kind of slip because that one leads right into Infinity War, just like Ragnarok.
Oh, okay.
Right,
yeah,
that makes sense.
So, like,
you said
Ragnarok,
how that article is fake. I found the part where it says it's in the bio on the Marvel website.
It's real?
Yeah, it's real.
Okay, let's see it.
Oh, okay, I gotta see this.
And then let's see this, and then I gotta go, guys. We gotta shut this down because I got another early day tomorrow tearing down stuff.
Wait, where is this?
Right here.
That's the same line. Where'd you find this?
Let me show you. Marvel's official website.
Oh, what?
So it's confirmed.
Okay, but
that he's mind control.
But Simp, here's the thing though. If that was true, they would have said it in the first episode when Luke Wilson was or Owen Wilson was talking to him and said like, "Oh, you like killing?" They would have said like, "No, I didn't. No, I didn't. It was the stone.
It was the scepter. It controlled me."
Somebody would have mentioned that. So
yeah, they could.
That's really
the scepter controlled me.
Okay, so we're gonna have to check that out. Then I'm gonna research that too and look in this.
Yeah, if they at least said like the scepter controlled me in the TV show, that would have been made sense. But no, they just throw it in a Wikia page.
Yeah, that's really weak. And I don't even understand, like, are people supposed to like it better? She looks very bored in that poster.
Yeah, she's like, they're making me do another one.
No,
all right, guys, we gotta end off there.
4 or 5 years ago, though. It's
okay.
just...
So, Simp and I are gonna do a Spawn thing coming up.
Spawn, nice.
Yeah, because you know what, Spawn doesn't get enough love, so we want to talk.
I did like the '97 movie.
Yeah, it was good.
I saw that opening day soundtrack on CD. I got the poster.
Michael Jai White is Spawn.
Michael Jai White is great. Michael Jai White was interviewed, and my buddy met him a bunch of times from the Action Elite, and he actually did a shout out.
And John Leguizamo eating maggot pizza.
John Leguizamo was the damn creepiest, best. He was awesome in that. He was like
your boss. Tell him he's next.
Could not be. He put something in the comments from the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so awful.
Wow,
that's really bad, man.
What's wrong?
Marvel has a really good continuity. They're really good with the continuity. They would have incorporated.
They would have at least mentioned it in the.
That's really bad. That's awful.
Is it me or is Kevin Feige? Here's the thing: is it me or is Kevin Feige losing his touch?
He's losing his touch. It's not you.
Yeah, he's getting more into the movies rather than the comics and the love of that.
Yeah, he just wants that money now.
Yeah.
He's going to the Jeff Johns side. Oh god, he's becoming more like Jeff Johns.
I miss when he was doing Phase 1 to Avengers.
Yeah, he's lost. If you look at the first couple of phases and you look now, it's like whoa.
Where have we gone? What happened to us?
I don't know.
Disney.
It was a good run.
It was a good run, I guess. 10 years.
Disney threw money at Fergie like a prostitute, and like a prostitute.
In fact, Greg. In fact, no matter,
okay.
Even with every
I got.
Okay. See you,
all right,
man.
guys. Thank you so much.
See you
for
guys.
coming in.
Bye.
Okay, man, I'll text you today.
We'll figure something. We're still figuring out.
Vista,
Yeah,
baby.
just because I'm closing my business, it's really hectic. So we'll have to figure it out.
All right, bye.
Cool, dude. All right, see ya.
See ya.
All right. Okay, Sean. We'll be here. Maybe I don't know what's going on because I'm closing my. Oh, Gray's still in it. Hey, Gray. So I'm not sure what's going. I'm not sure what's going on for the live streams because I'm closing my business. So there's a lot to do. For the next like 3 weeks, I'll be like. This was impromptu. We started at 8 o'clock. Normally we start at like 6 or 7.
Right.
But I just came home really late. I'm like, let's just quickly do something about Black Widow. But yeah. So it's gonna just be random live streams for now, and I'll just email you guys. But all right, guys, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.